I'm getting a load of sound I didn't get before. Or is that somebody's
Yeah, me
background?
too.
Did somebody just have a car pull away from the house really, really quickly?
Could have been a moped.
Could have been.
Not me, but I heard it as well through the speakers.
Cool. Anyway, so this is session 3 of the Aysle Day 1 adventure from Torg Eternity. So our group of Anglo-American individuals finding themselves in the midst of the invasion of London by the alien reality of Aysle, a realm of swords and sorcery, magic and violence. You fought off the initial attack at Trafalgar Square, managing to survive a clockwork lion, the predations of underground dwelling beings called lurks, and at least one of their priestly overlords. The arrival of a wounded great red dragon, which was dispatched quite summarily with one bullet from Lucy, Sean Malloy's trusted pistol.
Very luckily.
You managed, yeah, very
skillfully,
luckily,
actually, skillfully.
Still skillful. You managed to get the school children who were on Sean's bus with Jamie, their teacher, safely into the National Gallery, which was the only place of relative calm nearby, only to find that in the time or you arrived at the gallery, it would appear that the gallery itself had been under possibly attack from elsewhere, if not direct. So you undertook to investigate the gallery, finding certain items had been stolen, but at the same time finding that other items had their effectiveness improved, it would seem, by the arrival of the Eilish reality. Fake swords now appear to be real swords. Jewellery that was mundane before does appear to have taken on the characteristics and aspect of the literary conventions that it was built to represent. Soon after that, though, more trouble, as the precocious young child Amelia, the nicest girl, it would seem, everybody likes in Jamie's classes, had appeared to have wandered off on her own again. And
She's ace.
No sooner had you gone looking for her than you heard screams from something other than Amelia, the shrill voice of, "She cut me!" And by the time you got to where the scream emanated from, you were in one of the galleries. The floor had fallen out of the gallery, and it led to a tunnel. And there was specks of blood and the clear trail of individuals having travelled that way. Without waiting, you proceeded down into the tunnels where you have been pursuing Amelia's kidnappers, and hopefully the same people that have stolen the artifacts and the artwork and the like from the gallery itself. You encountered a strange glowing light you did upgrade 2 weeks ago, so sorry, everyone's got 5 XP to worry about doing in advance. We can go over that in a minute. You've had a strange glowing light, which seemed not just non-aggressive, but relatively helpful, being that it managed to soothe the aches and pains of one of your number before retreating back into a crack in the wall, where it was absorbed into a wand of sorts, and that same wand was recovered. You continued through the winding passageways, working your way through what you think was underneath Trafalgar Square, and then further and deeper. The tunnels constantly changing around you. You went through a part where it broke into Charing Cross Underground Station, and you fought off a small pack of zombies, victims of the invasion, already risen from the dead, brought about by some strange necromantic magic that you don't have any understanding of. You went down into the actual train tunnels themselves. The train tunnels were bisected by more newly created passages and tunnelways. Natural stone, sometimes cobblestone, sometimes built stone. It would seem they just change with, at this moment in time, seemingly no real pattern. But the most recent thing is, as you descended into the depths the walls of the cavern gave way to rough-hewn stone corridors with markings crudely etched into them, some with blazing torches, some without. But at this point, webbing began to coat the walls as the hallway opened up into a much larger space. More like a natural cavern than the halls that preceded it. And there are stalactites covered in webbing hanging down over your heads. I can't recall. Did one of you probe the stalactites? I think I recall somebody probably did. And you determine they aren't really stalactites at all, but the desiccated bodies of lurks wrapped in webbing. Then in the darkness, tittering, high-pitched, rasping voices came out. Hee, more warm guests, sisters. And off in the shadows, quite a distance away, arachnid shapes can be seen moving in the darkness and the light cast by your torches. And hundreds of tiny black eyes are seen in the far corner of the cavern. And lilting voices making exciting noises like nickabrid, nickabrid, and skittering legs echo out in the darkness. And that is where we left it. I believe that one of you was about to attempt to blow a fireball off in the far direction of the cavern. And the revelation was that it's a dramatic skill resolution to get out of the cavern, but you can do other things at the same time. So, we shall begin where we left off, which will be with the pulling of a card from the drama deck as the numerous large arachnoid shapes begin to come toward you. But before we do that, let's deal with the housekeeping. A couple of people asked questions. Did I get a weapon from the museum? Yes, you can have gotten a weapon from the museum. Essentially, there was the exhibition where you were in the armory section was a celebration of fantasy literature through cinema and the ages. So if you can, a weapon from Conan, Excalibur, but not the actual Excalibur. Kerry's character's got the sword he pulled from the stone, or she pulled from the stone. So from Conan, Excalibur, Lord of the Rings, any melee weapon you can think of, pretty much, that was featured in any of those movies.
Cool.
Gemma just called out Star Wars from the back. That's science fiction, not fantasy. Yes, but it wasn't featured in the exhibition. So no lightsabers or rings that project stuff.
Star Wars is clearly fantasy.
Can I have his Conan's two-handed sword?
I believe I did describe. One of you had already picked up a two-handed sword.
Give over.
Yeah,
but you can pick up a similar one. It's not a problem. Is that Italian traffic in the background? Is that what I can hear?
Sounds like it.
It's been up shut the door shut and everything. But
I don't know.
It is.
It's just there's a particular timbre to Italian traffic noise. You can imagine.
Yeah.
That's Italian traffic noise. Beep, 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 beep.
Yes,
but question here. Where do I find my license key on Fantasy Grounds?
Oh, crying out loud.
Email.
You don't need one to play.
It says when I log on, it says that my demo period has expired or something. So I need to have. If I can remember when this was, I don't know.
If you're going to join us, because you've got the ultimate, haven't you?
I think I'm on the one below that. Gems is an ultimate, but I might have it set up here at the moment.
You should be able to connect the demo. Oh.
Yeah, let me have a quick check. I think you use your Cosm card, Gaz? Although, no, because you weren't here last week, were you? We gave out the Cosm cards last week. I thought I put them on the character sheets. Bell, no. Chris Larkin. I mustn't have given you Cosm cards.
Where have I... Stop talking over me. Where did I list the spells on my character sheet, by the way?
I don't know.
I had lightning. I don't know where it is. It's not in any of these damn pages.
Whose is whose?
I've put them on your character sheets.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Let's have a look at Bell before we go onwards. Abilities, inventory.
Was there
No.
some nice mace in the exhibition?
Yeah, you can get a mace quite happily. Well, I know you had Fireball. I think you had Diminish.
No, I know what I've got, but I don't know where they're written because there's no thing for spells anywhere. Didn't copy them over. I just printed off a sheet, so.
Yeah, they're not on there.
I'll do it in abilities.
Yeah, I'd put it under abilities.
I'm taking
Put
lightning.
what you want there. Oh, you've bought a new perk, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, so the other thing is, because you transitioned, although, yeah, strictly speaking, you don't transition to a new act until the end of this encounter, but I wasn't being mean and forcing you to take that long to get there. So everyone's got 5 XP, which you can use to get a new perk or spend on skills. That's the one I want. So I just realised after all the talking, I haven't actually opened the rulebook. Who needs the rule?
We decided what perk I was going to have, but I forgot what it was now.
Right, order history.
We went through, and I
shooty one.
believe it was a shooty one indeed. You liked the shooty ones.
It was the one, the one that you fire 2 shots and you get.
Yeah, and you get a +1 to the action total, I believe.
You've got it in. You use it in Savage Worlds. That's what
Double
the hell's it
tap.
called. That's a double tap.
I think
That's
I think it's exactly called double. Yeah, double tap. At least 2 added energy weapons or fire combat. Anyone can fire 2 shots from a weapon, but a well-trained marksman can make that extra shot really count. The character gains the option of firing 2 bullets at a single target and gaining a +1 bonus to attack.
That's me done then. Cool.
Cool. Again, we're not actually in combat rounds at this moment in time, but we might be depending on what you guys do. It's a standard scene still, but again, a ridiculously appropriate narrative name on the card.
I love the themed rounds, they're awesome.
When it says you warily engage, can it not be you run away like a big scaredy cat?
Possibly. It could be.
Durak is near.
Goodbye.
But Bell has been disappearing every so often.
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
He does not. He was not here last week. Pat and Chris were obviously hanging back, enjoying the romantic ambience of the underground tunnel network. But still near enough to know where the other people were, so you weren't left back at the National Gallery.
This is not how I imagine honeymoon.
Of course, you guys are on your honeymoon, aren't you? That's exactly the point. You are honeymooning. This is the couple that should have been in the Living Land for that romance card. The one where you get naked, get primitive.
I've got a romance card.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, we were discussing, weren't we, whether should a married character. I suppose it depends on his proclivities, but
I've got to play it on a non-player character.
exactly. Should a character that's married to another character be able to play a romance card? You can always swap it with somebody else.
Yeah, but regardless,
It says I can
it only
discard
works
it,
with.
possibility.
You can do that as well if you
And
want.
get a new card. Do I have
Okay.
any possibilities?
You both have 3.
Who's the most brilliant person about printers here?
Where did that question come from?
Trying to print off my spell, and I've got printer WS, and printer XPS, and I'm going, what the hell WS and XPS?
No idea.
It's crazy.
Okay, so is Bell kicking off with
Yes,
the
but
fireball?
I'm not doing fireball. That's why I'm printing off.
Ah, right. You want to do lightning instead. Okay, that's why you bought the lightning spell. Understood.
Currently trying to get it to print off so we can actually tell you what it does.
Okay, because a couple more people have arrived. Let's share the sheets again. Okay, so if you remember, when there's a dramatic skill resolution, in order to successfully navigate the scenario, there's a series of steps that you will need to complete before things get a lot more dangerous. Just to let you know, you will have 5 rounds to complete. So you've got about 5 rounds before potentially overwhelming number of these spider creatures appear. Couldn't say that you won't be able to fight them off anyway. Oh, I just connected.
Way
So
out,
you're in there.
do we know?
Yay!
Well, that's
I
step
did
1.
the
So
answers.
an immediate look around you with the light you have got indicates there are a number of exits from this chamber.
Doesn't fatigue mean we can't do anything?
No, you can do other stuff. Yeah.
Okay, what's fatigue do then?
Oh, sorry. So fatigue. That means we'll get onto that in a minute. Once we actually start the round, everyone takes 2 shock, and if you've got fatiguing armor, you take 3 shock. And I think. Oh, that's the point. Yeah. Chris and Pat, did you want armor? Because if you did, you will have been able to find appropriate armor in the museum as well.
It says I've already got chainmail. Is that?
Well, there you go. You've already got chainmail.
Or is,
My possibilities goes back to 3, don't they?
Not yet.
I think I'm totally naked. No, I got a leather armor as far as I remember.
It's not in your inventory, but you can get better than that if you want to.
Okay, yeah, I would like to have chainmail if that is possible.
That is most definitely possible. Within the armory exhibit, there were a number of examples of outfits from Lord of the Rings, which included various suits of quite well-made chainmail, actually.
All right,
And
chainmail is.
chainmail is.
What does this mean?
I'll
For
actually
my
find it in a minute.
You get +2.
plus 2 defense?
Yeah.
Yeah, Elven
Yes,
Chain actually is a you got chainmail, so it's up. Yeah, Tech 10 +2. You've got a minimum strength 8 to be able to wear it. What is
Max Dex 8 though as
what's
well.
Pat's strength?
It's 7, but I got 5 experience points. Can I up strength to 8 with it?
If you had 24 experience points, yes, because
Whoops.
upping your stats costs 3 times what you're going to.
Okay, then it's not a chainmail. It's
I'll give you the other options. You could have.
I think
Yeah,
it's
you're
a leather
probably
armor.
looking at probably leather or leather jerkin. About what you've
Yeah,
got.
leather jerkin.
So
That's a plus.
that's just
1.
torso. That's a +1. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's defense 10.
Max dex of 12 in that, so I don't think that limits you to a huge degree.
Nope. All right, and I will look at the perks in the book.
So during dramatic skill resolution, the skills are step A, B, C, and D. So you can try to complete as many steps as you can in one round, especially if more than one step shows up on the drama card. And the skill steps are to the right of the image. And if you see at the moment on you warily engage, you can attempt A and B, but you have to do them in sequence. So the first thing
Can you reshare that?
I can
cannot
do.
find-
I'll reshare everything quickly. Reshare that.
Yay!
Reshare that. Reshare that. And reshare that. So everything should be there now.
Good.
So you'll have to find the right door first. Then you'll be clearing a space through the door. And then we'll get onto the other steps when we get on there. So you can do anything you want during the round. You don't have to do the dramatic skill resolution steps. But between you, you really need to get through them to get out of the situation. And it is acting at this point because you have combatants coming along. We are looking at a combat round situation here. It's still standard, so the heroes are going first. So as the shadowy shapes begin to gather in the darkness just beyond your immediate vision, the weight of the situation bears down upon you all, and everybody takes 2 shock, except for Chris, that takes 3 shock. I think because chainmail is heavy, isn't it? It's fatiguing.
So it's 1 shock, was it?
2 or 3 if you've got heavier armor.
Does mine 3 shock?
Yeah, we'll just double check to make sure. So chainmail, yeah, it's basically when you've got it, it's under notes for the chainmail. It will say minimum strength 8, and it will say fatigues. So any armor that fatigues, you get an additional +1 shock when a fatigue result comes up on the drama line.
John?
Yep.
I would get the perk Righteousness.
Cool. That's a light perk, isn't it?
It's a light perk from Aysle.
And you are currently of the Aysle reality, so you can get that.
And
it requires the prerequisite of Radiant, which you already have.
When battling supernatural creatures, the righteous hero gains +2 damage to all of his melee weapons or unarmed combat test. And we wanted to add the mace.
You want the mace's stats as well?
Yes, please.
Get back to my combat section. It's probably going to be strength +2. Mace, yep, it is strength +2.
Okay,
So have we?
How do I put it on the sheet?
Okay, what you'll need to do, just add it as an inventory item.
Done.
And then if you put in after it, so if you put mace, put brackets, strength +2, or damn, strength +2.
Okay, well, 1 sec.
And then
+2, yeah.
That's basically all you need to worry about.
All right.
So your strength is 7, so you'll do a base damage of 9 with it.
Of 9, 11, if it's supernatural.
Yeah. So
all right. I'm set.
Okay, so again, remember, in combat, you guys can decide to act in whatever sequence you want to. Use it tactically. If there are things that you need to do to help somebody else succeed, discuss and decide quickly and do it out of that sequence. But to begin with, the Nicobrids, as they're called, are moving far off. And this is a big chamber. So your first required action is to find the correct door. So no one's got any cards in their combat in their action pool at this point in time. I think we already moved them all across previously. Anybody that's used their Cosm card won't be getting a new one yet. Yeah, you can have trademark weapons as a perk. You've just picked one up. Just happens to be, yeah, this is my sword.
I can also wield it one-handed. I've got enough strength.
Well, there you go.
Can I have 2 of them? Sorry.
No.
Oops.
Back to fireball. Lightning isn't like the D&D one yet. It's probably not a 5-foot path through them.
No, it's a dragon killing spell.
Is it now? Interesting. Why is that then?
It says on it.
Does it say this is a dragon killing spell?
It says this powerful attack spell calls forth a bolt of lightning strong enough to harm even the great dragons of Aysle.
So it's only single combat, single opponent, yeah?
That's
Still.
cannot be used in multiple target. Goes back to
I can see why. I can see why. Yeah, ignores 4 points of armor. That's quite big.
Okay, so who has good find here then? I'm assuming they should try to look for an exit.
What does find use come off?
Mind.
Mind?
I've got a find of 2, but you rubbish mind.
I have find.
So 9 in total, 7 and 2.
I have 8 + 1 find.
Same as me.
I've got a 10 total. Who's got anything better than that?
That's best at the moment. Sean? Do you know these tunnels? You're from around here.
These tunnels haven't been here that long.
Afraid
What?
not.
You're saying these aren't real?
Oh no, they're real, but they just haven't been here that long.
Didn't look like this morning.
I'll just roll that. 15. That puts me at 12.
It's a bonus number 2. So it's 12
Yeah.
total, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're basically searching around. You see there are about, within the torchlight, you can see there are immediately about 4 or 5 different potential exits. They're relatively close to one another. So you dive up to each one with whatever light you've got. You do manage to determine that one of them, underneath a fresh, thick layer of webbing, you can see underneath, the webbing beneath it has been disturbed, and there are more signs of conflict and blood around this one. So if your quarry went this way, this is likely where they went. However, as I say, the door is covered with a fresh, thick layer of webbing.
Not for long.
Getting rid of that,
don't I?
well, your action was to find it. So getting rid of
Okay.
that would be action B. So what's anyone else doing?
I'm still doing
I'll
fireball.
cut it. Okay. Are you doing a fireball at the webbing or at the spiders?
Spiders.
Yeah, it'd be a bit difficult to do it at the webbing,
That's
seeing
all
as
right.
Constable
Oh,
Caudry
what I
is
mean is,
standing, Audrey is standing in
not
front
like-
of it.
I'll use
It's
my
not
sword
like
and
the
cut
fire.
it. You go though.
I was just saying that if fireball's going from my hand through the webbing towards the spiders, would it not burn the webbing on the way?
There's not really much webbing in the middle of the room between you and the spiders. Most of the webbing is accreted on the walls.
Oh, so
But there is some hanging down, but
I
that's
thought
where
you
they've
said the entranceway was
stored
blocked by webbing. That's why I thought you
the
said.
exit.
Oh,
Your
okay.
exit is significantly blocked by webbing at this moment in time.
I'm
Assuming that Constable Caudry is successful in identifying this as the best way out.
Well, I think it is.
So go ahead, Bell, and
roll that dice.
burn arachnids. And we have a
Well,
Jamie
thank you.
connecting.
Yeah, it is. Wait a minute.
Well, I say Jamie, a Kerry, but character's Jamie.
Hi, sorry, I'm late.
It doesn't
Hi,
say
Kerry,
me
no
to-
worries.
It doesn't say for me to roll anything.
Yeah, you have to make a spellcasting check, don't you?
Okay.
Difficulty number is target's dodge or dexterity. You're using your conjuration magic skill, which should be good, but with a 3, I'm not entirely sure that
Use
that
that
is.
last possibility.
However, is that going to get rid of the? Didn't we have something up?
What's favoured do? Sorry.
Favoured means that if you roll badly, you can choose to roll again,
Right.
but
I play a
you
card.
still take the best of the two. Let's get my teeth in straight. You take the second roll.
Hang on.
You'd have to state something as favoured before the roll, unless it says otherwise on the card.
Doesn't matter then.
I have this one defense spell up, I guess, still.
That
Yeah,
is
no problem with that.
15.
So you successfully did it, but I'm just double checking because I'm wondering if the mishap is on a 1 to 4 or just on a 1. I think you're all right at the moment. You're only getting a mishap on a 1. So you successfully cast. What damage you do?
Okay, I beat their dodge or dex, did I? Okay.
Oh yeah, it's not a problem. You beat their dodge or dex.
Okay, so I do. Everyone within medium blast range just gets 14 damage.
Okay. So your fireball streaks out into the relative darkness of the cavern. There is a brief moment where all of the red eyes that are beaming at you out of the darkness are. You can't see them because of the flash of light. There is a couple of, I'd say, one sort of like heavy thud sound from off in the distance in the cavern. But after the fire recedes, you can hear the skittering noises are refreshed and new, and in fact they appear to be somewhat more loud and energetic than they were before.
Skaven!
So,
Oh.
Constable Caudry's found the door. I'm assuming you've attracted other people's attention to it.
Yeah,
I take my sword
I
and
think I
slice
found the
it.
door. Come on.
You can give it a shot, trying to slice at
not
it.
the door, the
webbing.
Sorry. Just roll.
Yeah, you're having to make, it would be a strength check to clear all the webbing aside, but you can happily do it as a melee combat with your sword if you need to. Roll again and add.
Roll again.
I can't tell what you're rolling because you've got white dice with white
I
text.
know. It was
That's a 21, that's a bonus number of 8.
Durak's fault. He told me to swap. 8. So I reminded myself what I need to. So strength. And
Well, if you're melee combat in this
melee
case, you're
combat.
slicing away.
So that's 22.
22. Chris bounds over to where Constable Caudry is holding up the torch. Obviously, Constable Caudry is holding a light. Chris can't. He's got a big sword in 2 hands, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4 efficient, strong, clean slices, and the webs across roughly across all 4 sides of the door are cut away. You've now got a clear view of a heavy stone door with a handle.
There you go, Mom.
What's Pat, Jamie, or Sean doing?
I'm guarding the rear while they are at the door, keeping a lookout for the.
Okay, so you head over with your husband, whereas his attention is towards the door and Constable Caudry's attention is sort of split between them. You're entirely focused on the rest of the room, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. Skellen, Sean, or Jamie? For Kerry's benefit, you're still in the webbed chamber you ended the last game in with shadowy hordes of 8-legged greeblies slowly moving their way through the darkness towards you.
Well, if they're still slowly moving towards us, we need to get through this door as soon as possible.
Yeah, you do. So what do you do?
I open the door.
Okay, what you actually do is you take the initiative and run towards it, where you've got this hulking, 2-handed sword wielding individual just cleared it and is now saying thank you to the guardswoman that found it. You go over, try the handle, and the handle moves. Your newfound or newly reawakened, somewhat criminal senses detect the telltale click of a locked door. You don't have time to deal with it now, and also that is the 3rd step in the dramatic skill resolution, is to unlock the door, and you can't attempt C because it's not on the drama line. Yeah, no, click not trapped at this point, although I can't remember, has somebody already played the one to do traps or not? I can't remember if that Cosm card was outstanding.
I've got that Cosm card, but no, I didn't play it. Because it's
Understood.
It's not used. It's not in the feats yet.
Cool. So Jamie now
Someone
knows.
used their Cosm card, though. I don't know who it was.
No. Oh, by the way, everybody can move at least 1 card into their action pool for doing whatever they're doing this round. Skellen, what's Sean doing?
I think he's AFK at the moment.
Might be. Has got the
He had
little
an
thing up
eek.
there.
He said, "Eek, need to go." AFK.
Did he? Where was that? That was ages ago. I didn't see it. Oh,
No, I just
okay. No worries. Right, okay, so Sean is also, let's say, he's going to conserve his ammo because he's got a limited amount. So Sean, like Pat, is standing behind the group, essentially paying close attention to the room behind.
John?
Yes.
I did an attack, so I get a card, don't I?
You do. You'll have to remind me of these things if I do forget
No,
them.
I just realized myself when I was covering a card.
You get that one.
I keep on forgetting. Been 2 weeks. Yeah, it's inspire. Oh, that would nice. That would have been nice. Ow! I need to put that in. Come on, give us another 2 rounds, guys. Get that card. What's up?
What's the equivalent of right-clicking on the Mac? I'm trying to...
There isn't. From what I understand.
Then how do I remove the cards from my hand then?
You would just drag and click, I think. That's how you do it normally.
Yeah, but that doesn't remove it, that just duplicates it.
Yeah, well then you have to delete the other one. I see what you mean.
Yeah, but...
You've just moved the action card across, yeah?
Yeah.
There you go. Just let me know and I'll assist in this instance.
Right.
Okay, so as you get yourselves into position, as there are a couple of you not involved, there is, on the bad guys go, there is a noise of movement above you, and one of these creatures drops down in the space behind you. So essentially what drops out of the webs above your head is a large spider, almost the size of a man. It is hairy all over, but the face of the spider, with a glistening rows of black eyes, actually has a grey, bearded, almost humanoid face to it. And as this thing drops, and it is quite horrific looking, it leaps towards the beacon of virtue that is Patricia Larkin, and attempts to bite her.
All right.
It rolls a 10, means it rolls again, and it gets a 3. They are not, well, I shouldn't tell you this, but they aren't possibility. I can tell you that they're not possibility rated. So that's a 13, giving them a bonus number of a 1. Its unarmed combat skill is a 9, so it gets a 10. You are armed, so what is your melee combat defense?
So melee combat defense. That's a good question.
Did you pick up a shield in the museum?
Ah, yeah, right. I didn't pick up a shield.
Although I think have you got a shield on your character token, so be fine if you want to.
Yeah.
But
well,
otherwise, if you look at your defenses, your melee is 9. Let's give you the benefit of the doubt and say that you have picked up a shield. It will have other disbenefits because it's going to be probably fatiguing.
No, I don't have a shield. So let's do this.
But if you want one, I'm just letting you know.
No, I don't want any. So I can use unarmed combat also. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, you can. Okay, your arm using unarmed, but a small shield would be min strength 7, so that's all you could get, and it gives you a bonus number of 1.
It's okay. I don't have.
It would still hit you because it equals you. It's not enough to do bonus damage. So it does bite you. What is your toughness, including your armor? Please remember.
Okay, toughness is 7 and then +1, right? From the.
So it's an 8. The creature's fangs sink into the meat of you instinctively brought up your left arm to defend with the shield that isn't there, and the creature's fangs dig deep into the flesh of your left forearm. You only take 2 shock. However, you do feel venom begin to course through your left arm, and you feel weakened. Please reduce your strength by 1.
By 1.
Yeah.
All right.
And that does decrease your overall toughness, because strength or toughness is derived from strength. Okay. Put a note somewhere so we don't forget your strength was previously 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will go into combat round 2. Oh, did that not work?
Remember all the skills that use strength will go down too.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that'll do that automatically when you roll them accordingly. Just account for them. So you try to outflank. Now, luckily, the next step of the dramatic skill resolution, because it's A, B, C, D, is C. So events are progressing. The circumstances are correct for you to be able to attempt to unlock the door at this point. No adverse effects on the heroes. The bad guys are going to be fatigued when it gets around to their go. Proved actions, if you do them in this round, are maneuver and trick, which reminds me, there is one other thing for the dramatic skill resolution, because if I remember correctly, any attempt to do a dramatic skill resolution is automatically, I believe, an approved action. I'm just going to double check it.
Are we dramatic
Right,
again?
it's only if you don't have the opportunity to gain a step, you can attempt the next test anyway, and it counts as an approved action if successful. So bear that in mind. If you know the next step is attempting to do something, even if you can't progress it, you can still attempt to do it, and it's an approved action, so you'll get a new card. But it isn't normally, I don't think. I'll just keep rereading that.
Right.
Yeah, so decide amongst yourselves what you're doing. The next thing you need to do is you need to unlock the door.
Did you say this was
Get
dramatic?
that door open.
No, it's standard.
Okay.
You can have a dramatic skill resolution in a standard scene.
I'd like to
There's
smash
a-
this spider in the face.
Wait, I'm going to break it before you do that.
Hey, he just
Um,
bit my wife. I'm going to smash this spider in the face.
What, you don't want me to trick him first?
Let
I don't know
him
if I'd have
trick
time
it
to
first.
think of it. I know, but it's more, do you play it as you would or play it for...
Go on, I'll trick him. Ooh. That's a 38, so that's 11 to 10, so 22, 21. Right. That's a 21 to my trick.
I'm pretty certain that is going to be 10 over. I'm just away from the keyboard briefly, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be at least 10 over. They didn't appear to have defensive tricks like that. So you can choose to make it very fatigued, very stymied, fatigued and stymied, but you also get to, as long as it is 10 over, you get to do player's call and say what happens. And please describe your trick as well. What are you doing?
Right, I sort of, wait, who was it who was attacked by it again?
It was me, Pat.
Pat, right. Is Pat, where is Pat sort of standing? Because
She's, if you imagine that the three of you that are interacting with the door were clustered around the door itself. Pat and Sean were guarding the rear, and Bell was slightly off towards the entrance because he didn't move as he was casting his spell to take a fireball out to the rest of the group.
Right, so I sort of, I see the spider approach, and I sort of do a leapy, dodgy type move. Maybe I do a jump over the spider and then sort of get his attention, turn sort of back over itself, and I make it very vulnerable.
Okay, and what would your ultimate best result be from this if you did indeed get 10 over its defenses?
Well, I don't know, maybe sort of continuing what I started. Like, would it be ridiculous for it to sort of stretch his head so it probably actually breaks its neck? Dies?
You can take it out of the combat, so you can scare it enough with your trick that it essentially does something in that vein. Because its trick would be its, I think, spirit for trick.
No, trick is dexterity.
You sure? I thought that was maneuver.
Oh yeah, shit. Oh, I forgot. I was doing maneuver. Oh yeah, no, I'm doing a maneuver.
Well, maneuver / trick. Fine, you're doing it's the same results, but you're doing a maneuver. Fine. Right. So okay, it's dexterity then. It's you did. What did you get at 21?
Yeah.
You did not get player's call, so it's just very vulnerable.
Right. We'll get him.
Okay.
Come on.
So who's going after the trick attempt? It's easier to hit now.
Can I?
I got a card.
Oh, most definitely. You do indeed get a card. You can play one across into your pool as well. And the new card you got is Drama.
I'm lining up for revenge too.
Cool. So, Chris, take your shot. You're doing melee. You are getting an immediate +4 because the critter is currently very vulnerable thanks to the distracting actions of Constable Caudry.
Can I also do all-out attack and a cold
course you
shot
can.
on its head?
You can try if you wish
On
to.
its stupid head.
So
Ugly
your
head.
cold shot is going to be a headshot. So it's -4 size of a soccer ball.
So +8 -4. Is that right?
Overall, yeah. So you got +4 overall.
Okay. Let's see. Do I want to?
That's currently a
Move the card into my pool.
-1.
And I,
Did the control click not work from earlier?
Control click. Wait, I got it now.
press hold control and click? I think that's supposed to do right click on a Mac.
Control and click. Right, yeah.
Guy, it's like you've disconnected and you've lost ability to do your own reality, and you're having to deal with the strange situations of a different invading reality
Yeah, exactly.
with its own world rules and everything else. So you're at a +3 overall, thanks to your minus.
I will. Does this look tough? This thing? I mean, how big are we talking? Sorry.
It's human, man-sized. It's a man-sized spider.
Same as the spiders behind that bin.
Yeah, they look similar. Let's see. Yeah, they appear to be a bit. They're quite stealthy. It doesn't look particularly robust.
I'll do attack of 17 on it then. I won't do a possibility.
That's more than enough to hit it. Its unarmed combat is a 9, so it's not enough to get 2 bonus dice of damage, but it is enough to get 1. Now, your all-out attack in Aysle doesn't immediately give you bonus dice of damage unless your character has any abilities or perks that would help him. Relentless.
Relentless.
But that will involve
that what
shock
gives
on
me,
your
isn't it?
point. And you've got to reset your shock. So you're currently on 3 for some reason. You shouldn't be. You should be on 9. No, actually you've got tough. You've got endurance, which means you should have a 13. No, it's off a spirit. You should have 9, but you've taken fatigue. You should be on 7 shock.
Right. Okay, 7.
If you want to use Relentless, that will be 3 shock in order to use Relentless. But it will give you an
What?
additional bonus dice of damage.
Oh, it cost me 3 shock.
Yep.
And so how much damage am I doing at the moment? Just no extra bonus.
You're doing 1 bonus dice because you got 5 points over the difficulty.
Okay.
And Relentless will give you another 1.
And
And your 2. Have you got the, you get the
do I
stats
get
for
bonus
commanding
because I did the
sword?
headshot?
You do get a
Yeah, it's
+4 damage
+4.
for the headshot.
Okay, so I'm doing already strength +4, which is 15 plus the 4, 19. So I'm doing 19 plus a dice roll. I'm not going to do relentless on this one. I'm going to hope that's going to be enough.
So just the 1 bonus dice for damage.
Ugh.
21 on
21.
its toughness. Yeah, you take the head clean off the thing and it collapses. Basically what you do, let's say it's still actually attached. The head's still biting down on your wife's forearm. So you take a shot and like cleave down, detaching the body from the head, which is still hanging on to Pat's forearm.
I tried to shake it off.
Yeah, just give us a strength check.
Alright, strength check. Oh, he also rolled this 2.
Unfortunately, in
It's
your
like we're made
weakened
for each other.
state, you can't. It seems its jaws are sort of locked down, bulldog style, on your forearm at the moment.
All right. Question to the.
You can do something else if you want to as well, but go for it.
Will it come back, or is it like a permanent effect?
No, it's
until
not
healed
permanent.
or something.
It's not permanent. You'll basically get an opportunity to recover after some time.
All right. Yeah, I try to push it off with my mace, getting.
Yeah, give it another attempt. So if you can successfully hit it, then the additional leverage of your mace will be enough to get it off.
So 16 is a +3. I have strength 9 and melee weapons 1, so it's a 10 straight.
Yep, that's enough. You managed to detach it.
All right.
You're right,
Once it falls to the floor, I give it a kick.
You kick it and it sails off into the deeper darkness of the webbed chamber. Jamie, are you attempting to unlock the door?
Do I need a lockpick?
Do you know what? I think you should have a lockpick in your equipment.
I don't have any equipment.
Hang on. If we go to the images
You're
section.
a female. Don't they all have hairpins?
Nope. But Jamie Thacker Storm Knight. Do they have any equipment on the character sheet? No, it doesn't list any equipment. Yes, you've got, let's say, during the Axiom wash, because you're playing true to type. Some of the gear that you had, let's say your house keys, which were in your purse, which you've still got a bag now, not a purse, but your house keys turned into a set of lockpicks.
I attempt to unlock the door. Can I use this card?
It's a dexterity check to attempt the unlocking of the door, so yeah, but go ahead.
So that's 12 plus 3, 15.
Yep. You try to concentrate, and even though you've never actually done this kind of thing before, it does seem to come quite naturally to you. You block out the sound around you. There's no actual keyhole on this, so you manage to find a crevice between the side of the door and the door jamb around it, and move things around. It's fiddly. A couple of seconds later, there's a satisfying click, and then you try the handle, and the door is now unlocked.
The door's
Well
unlocked, everybody.
So we've now got Belle and Sean to act. Everyone else has acted, so the door is now being pulled open.
It's unlocking.
Yep. Well, it's being pulled. It opens outward, opens inward, so away from you.
So much noise. Sean's AFK, so okay.
Yeah, we'll say the odd peal of bullets rings out.
I'll find my skills. There we go. My strength is, oh god, strength is terrible. Let's try a trick then. Can I do a multiple trick?
You can
On all
try
the rest
to.
of the spiders in the other area.
All the rest of the spiders, you don't know how many there are, but
Okay, we'll go for 3 of them.
Mhm.
That plus 6, isn't it? -6.
-6, yes.
Okay, we'll
You only make 1 total against all of them, though.
Yep. Yeah, got a 10. Woo.
Well, you got an 11.
I know, I was joking.
Yeah.
Trick comes off.
It should be mind, I believe, or charisma.
I've got them all written out. I'm just trying to find out where I wrote it because when I took the spell, it messed up all my sheet.
Yeah, trick his mind. What's the? Oh, I suppose
Okay.
persuade is the charisma.
11. No possibility, so it's 11. Why haven't I got that written combined skills?
Hello?
I'm here.
Just waiting for Bell to work out what he's doing.
Oh, I already said. I already said 11.
Oh, was that your total? I think you were just talking about the dice still.
No.
11 versus theirs. Believe it or not, they appear to be quite gullible, shall I say. So what did you actually do to attempt to trick them?
I tried to trick them into thinking that we were going a different way than this door. By
Okay.
obviously, making
Okay.
throwing a
It's
noise
not-
or stone or
Yeah,
something.
it's not enough for them to actually fall for it completely, but 3 of them are most definitely confused at your actions. Would you like to make them very vulnerable or very stymied?
The one that makes them hit us misses. That one.
They are very stymied.
I get a card. Get a card to copy a card.
You get coup de grace. Okay, Sean's doing defensives in the background. They become fatigued, so there is a palpable slowing in their onslaught.
Did Skellen come back yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
So still still a standard scene. Sorry. Now the issue here is that to complete step D, you need step D to come up on the dramatic skill resolution line. It hasn't come up there yet. Now you can still, if you wish to, regardless of it being on there, somebody can attempt a last-ditch effort to close it off. If you do a last-ditch effort, you can attempt all the remaining actions, but you have to do them all in one round, so it would be a multi-action penalty. As there's only one left, you could attempt a last-ditch effort, so you can do the D, whether there's one up there or not. So you are currently, you've all dove through the door. One of you goes to close it behind you, and you suddenly realise that the door's not closing. It seems that whatever Jamie had to do to unlock it is currently preventing the door from being closed properly. So the last step in the dramatic skill resolution, as you can feel the spidery legs beginning to scrape against the door on the outside, is to successfully hold the door closed until they essentially give up thinking it's locked again.
I'll hold the door.
Ooh.
Hold door.
Hold door.
Hold on.
Okay,
Has
so
anyone else
simply
got better strength?
it's a strength test. You can gang up if you want
there we
to
go.
help it, especially it's a very
Yeah.
hard strength test, as you can
Who has the
feel
highest strength ever?
multiple Nicobrids on the other side of the door pushing against it.
Hello, Mr. Chris Larkin. Would you like me to lightning bolt you so you go all stiff and block that door?
I'd like you to kiss my ass.
Okay.
Will that make you go all stiff and block the door?
You can put your back into it and actually help us. Come on.
I don't think Bell's strength is going to be of any help here.
Okay. Has anyone got any strength other than me?
8.
11. Come on, people. We
Six.
need somebody here with strength.
Okay, well, in the absence of
I'm doing
Skellen,
it then.
I will tell you that Sean Malloy's strength is a 10.
Hey,
so Sean
right,
is most
man, Sean.
definitely assisting you in this.
Come on, Sean. Man up together.
Is it possible before we actually go in the door to weaken a spider that is nearby, so to give it less strength, so it pushes against us less?
Not really, because you
Ah.
don't find out that you need to block the door until after you've gone through it. So.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the item we did before, where you're doing a multi-action, essentially.
Okay.
Or, sorry, multiple people are assisting on an action. It's not multi-action, it's actually combined action. So, you're the master one, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, Jamie's going to assist as well. So, anybody that's assisting, you make yours first. So, anyone who wants to put additional effort into helping another character, basically makes the appropriate skill test for extra effort. So in this one, you simply have to make a standard strength check. If you succeed, the number of you that succeed gives Gaz's character a additional bonus.
Do you want me to try, Gaz?
Sounds good. Does anything happen if they fail?
If you fail, the helper gets in the way and adds nothing to the primary character's total.
Oh, so they don't subtract anything?
Nope.
That's the case. You might as
What
well.
do you
Might as well
succeed?
try. Yeah, you get in the way.
It's standard for you guys, so it's just a 10.
Okay.
That was a 2.
Is that what your strength is?
Sean got a 15.
Yay, good old Sean. He's helping.
13. Yep. I'm allowed to 9. But I could put in a possibility. Or I could use it. Yeah, no, I'm going to play action. Let's me add. See if I do it right.
3, I think.
Yeah, I made it.
Okay. Who made it by less than... Who
Help.
failed?
Bell.
Bell failed.
Jamie?
Jamie failed because she got a 6. Pat's dealing with a wounded forearm.
She's distracting me. I'm
What,
supposed to be
ripping
holding this
clothing
door. Yeah. Not now, love.
You're
Now's
all
not the
bulging
time.
muscles. You're distracting her. Okay, so 2 people failed, has no impact. Sean succeeded, and Constable Caudry succeeded. Caudry didn't succeed by more than 5, or by 5 or more. So it's a standard success. You count as it being 1 extra person. Sean, because he got a good success, counts as 2 additional people. 3 people helping gives you a bonus number of +2.
+2.
Yeah, so if you get an outstanding, you'd count as 3 people on your own. That's how it works. So you can, if you get good rolls, 2 people become 6, 3 people becomes 9, and that's...
I'll spend a possibility of that. Yeah.
I mean, it is a difficult roll on this one, so if you want to spend a possibility, go ahead.
Can I play a card now?
Counts as at least
So
a 10.
that
What card have you got?
puts me
Leadership.
at 23.
Can do if you want, yeah.
I wish to
Plus
get
8, 16 then. So I'm 6 over.
Okay, so you also count as 2
It's
people.
good.
Are you ready, Gaz? The 2
What does
cards you're
leadership
getting? I'm giving you 2 cards to put into your pull or your hand, whichever you want. Ready?
Okay, cool.
Coup de grace 43.
Am I going to kill the door?
Well, you got to choose which 2 you want, or is that the ones you're giving him?
I'm giving them coup de grace
Okay.
43. And I'm giving you alertness 10.
That's a good one.
You got both of them? I'm about to delete them. And then I have to get the cards up to my hand. So, haha.
So have you got those recorded on yours now, guys? Yeah.
Yep, coup de grace 43 and alertness 10.
Cool. So if you're going to delete those from yours, Dirac, or Bell even, and you need 3 more. So the 3 you're getting are that one, that one,
Bleh.
and that one.
Ooh.
Okay, but they've been played into his pool, haven't they?
They're played
they're
into my
played-
action pool.
Yeah, pull or hand, whichever you
Yeah.
prefer.
I think you're playing into your pool at this, but the hand is probably a better item at this point. So, thanks to an extra push from Constable Caudry, you're now getting a +3 rather than a +2 bonus.
Would anyone else, if they did like a possibility, would that help me anymore?
It might do
Any
because
extras?
you've currently got people, but they'd have to get because you're at the 4 to 5, so you're currently at 4. If somebody gave you another 2,
So I need another 2.
you'd
so
get a
there's
+4. So
15.
they'd have to get a 15 total. I don't think any of the guys that rolled previously are going to get anywhere near a 15.
Well, what's Jamie's strength? She got a 9. That's the
She got a
closest.
6 total.
Oh, okay. So 7. So she'd have to roll an 8 to get.
Yeah,
a
the
+8.
the people what failed.
I
Yeah, so
could spend a
possibilities
drama
would be quite
card.
enough.
Yeah, I could spend the drama card as a possibility.
I wouldn't worry because you could only get another 1, which would put you still in the 4 to 5. So you adding another 1 wouldn't impact it, and you can't add more than 3.
Okay.
How far's Bell off adding 1 to me?
Miles off.
But if he rolled a possibility,
If he rolled a possibility, let's say you got a 6, that gives you a -4. On Bell's strength, that currently puts him at I've lost Bell's character sheet. There we go, that one there. That puts him at a 2. So if he did spend a possibility, he would go from a 6 to a 16 minimum, which would put him to a +3. So it would take him from a 2
to a 9.
to a 9.
So he'd need to roll an 11
Yeah, he'd need to roll
or more.
He'd need to roll 13 or higher to actually have a benefit.
Well, no. Look, 11 would give him +4. So that'd be enough to get 10, wouldn't it?
Oh, so you mean?
Just
Yeah,
get
sorry.
10.
Because he's got his 17. Yeah, sorry. I was
Yeah.
taking it on its own. Yeah, so an 11 or more would give him a bonus.
So then what does Jamie need to roll? Because I'm just thinking if they both rolled a possibility, they could both add 1.
Again,
Rather than
Jamie's
one
at a
plus added 2.
-1 at the moment, so her 9 would become at least a 19.
+6.
So that would be a 13.
So
So Jamie would immediately
It's worth
count
her
as
doing
1
one.
if whatever she rolls.
right.
I
So it's
don't
whether
think that
Bell
Bell
can
needs to
roll
get
an
an
11.
I don't think he's got any possibilities, has he?
Well, is it worth trying?
It's up to you guys.
Okay.
Do we worth trying it because it could give us an extra 1?
Are you going to give people a possibility? Is that what you're saying you can do?
Well, that's what I can do. I can give you possibilities.
So I like that.
He's got the transfer card, haven't you?
I do.
Yeah, you can do a first aid check this round if you want, Pat.
Can we count that 12 as the roll?
No, that was his first aid check. Her first aid.
Go on in. Let's give it a go. So I'm going to play transfer. I'm going to discard romance to get a possibility back.
And
extra
another
possibility,
card,
and a card.
which
and
you
then
have for a different card. So this is the card you get instead of romance. And increase your own possibility total by 1. Bend transfer.
I will then play transfer.
I've never seen transfer. I have to look it up.
And I
Basically
will,
let you play. Is it any number of possibilities?
yep, to any play to give any number of your possibilities to other Storm Knights. So it doesn't have to be just to one Storm Knight as well.
So you can split all 3 up amongst 3 people if you want.
So I'll give Belle and Jamie a possibility then.
Okay, so Belle, you're now on 1. Jamie, you're now on 3.
Oh,
Must
I
be
didn't
the
know
rules.
Jamie had possibilities.
Yay! I got it, guys!
Luckily, it's on a roll where it doesn't matter. Okay, so
Damn
Belle's
you.
last-ditch effort does nothing.
That gives me
That's
a 10.
failed me.
Yeah, it does nothing. It's not
Oh,
enough.
unless Jamie rolls a 20 or something.
No, Jamie got a 5.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Oh, that's right.
Both
But
Okay,
that's
okay.
at least a 10, so Jamie actually gets a 19 total, which is a bonus number of 6 onto her strength, which
What was
puts
the
her on a 13. So Jamie goes from not providing anything to providing one more, but not enough to actually make a massive difference, unless somebody's got an action card they can play to give Jamie at least a +2.
I might have something, because if I can... Is it possible to discard glory cards for a possibility?
Only if... No, because you've got to use a glory card.
Oh, right.
I don't think does it say on it about? I don't think it says on it about discarding for a possibility.
No, it doesn't say.
Yeah, the only ones you can discard for a possibility are the ones that mention it in the card text.
Yeah. Right. Well, I could spend a possibility to give someone a drama card. If that would help us.
Is that the leadership perk?
Yeah, what's it called? Natural leader. Yeah. Would anyone want that?
Don't think. Well, you can do it, but it's not really going to help at this moment in time. I think you're maxed out at a +4.
Well, yeah,
+3. So +3. Unless you roll again, if you've got another source of a hero, like hero card or drama card that you could use. So you're at a +3, not a +4. Because your comrades are currently counting as 5 individual. 3. Yeah, not 3.
Does Skellen have any cards that can be used?
What does Sean have? Sean has possibilities. Sean is already counting as an 18.
Does he have a card that adds +3 to someone else's roll?
No, he doesn't, but he can spend one of his own possibilities, which he will do. So his 19 becomes a 35, which is a bonus number of 10. So Sean counts as a 20. So Sean is now counting as 3 people. So you're at 6, giving you a +4.
I'm going to
guys,
now.
at this point, I'd stop making any effort, because to get to the next one, you've got to get up to 10 total participants to get a +5. It's a logarithmic scale. So you're at a +4. Now, what does...
I'm going to completely mess up now, aren't I? +4, though, that's good.
You need a 16 to hold the door closed sufficiently firmly enough and long enough.
Go on, Gaz, show us how well you can roll.
Don't look. Oh!
No!
Possibility!
I look!
Boy.
Is that... I look just as you said, don't look. Is that...
Whew, that's alright.
It's a mishap.
That's all right.
It's not a disconnection.
I've got a total of 17. That's with my strength and with the bonuses.
All the bonuses. Well, there are a couple of, quite literally, hairy moments where something big bashes the door and it sort of slips back almost 6 inches. And
then everyone else helps me push back.
A half dozen or so smaller non-Nicobrid critters crawl through, while Chris redoubles his effort and pushes it closed. The rest of you just proceed with various blunt instruments to crush the 8-legged freaks out of existence. And then there's a few long, deep-held breaths as there's a couple of like thud, 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 scratch, scratch, thud, and then everything goes quiet.
Guess we have shaken them.
Why do we have shaken?
No, you've shaken them.
Oh.
We're shaking them off.
So you turn to survey the corridor behind you. Quite nondescript, but the one thing you do notice is, Chris, you've been doing the tracking up until now because you've actually got tracking. You can see the tracks that you've been following, including still a couple of points of evidence of blood, and still lurk blood, not human blood. And it continues down, and the corridor continues to spiral away and downwards into darkness. Can you make a tracking check, please? He just went quick AFK. Actually, you're on a single corridor. You don't need tracking. You're just following the corridor. You've still got lights, yeah? Nobody's dropped the torches or anything like that?
Guess not.
No.
Does Chris have a shield? Or is he using a two-handed
He's
weapon?
using a two-handed sword.
Alright.
Kerry, remember, if you're using stealth, it is a favoured skill for you, thanks to one of your perks. So if you roll badly, you can elect to roll again and replace the first result with the second.
I got 16.
Excellent. Jamie just takes the opportunity to skitter ahead into the darkness. You wait for your eyes to get attuned and you start double timing it ahead. You feel that you're quite well hidden at this point. About 5 or 6 minutes walk ahead, you need to give me a find check. You are, to maintain stealth, you are keeping yourself in the dark, relying on your eyes to get used to the murk.
Stealth.
It's only this is just Jamie's stealth ahead. She snuck ahead of the group.
Oh.
Minus, so 9 plus 3.
Plus 3, so 12. Okay, you're at a point where it's looking even darker ahead of you, and you're moving forward cautiously, and your foot hits something metallic, and you stop. And in the minimal light that you're seeing, you note that bending down to see what's closer to your feet, you see about 4 or 5 crude grappling hooks wedged into the floor ahead of you, and about no more than about a foot ahead of that, the tunnel drops into a chasm. Luckily, one of your feet hit the grappling hook, so you didn't continue walking forwards. You can see a coarse rope is sort of like attached, the top of it split out into like 4 or 5, attached to each of the grappling hooks, and then it comes together into about a sort of a good 2-inch thick rope, which hangs off and disappears down into the darkness of the chasm edge. Pat, please make me a strength check.
Oh boy.
Okay, and again. And third time, please.
Third time's a charm.
By the time you guys catch up with Jamie, depending on whether you do, if Jamie's going to go down or not, Chris, you're having to carry your wife. Alexander, your strength dropped by another 2 and then stopped dropping on the third one. Did that put your strength below 5?
Yes.
Right. The reason why you're having to carry your wife is that she collapsed unconscious. Just to let you know, you are KO'd. The second one, and we'll go through the mechanics of it. The third one, the 15, was you testing for defeat. Now,
Okay.
what does that actually mean? Your physical endurance determines how much damage you can sustain, but it's your will to live that keeps you in a fight. When a character suffers wounds beyond her maximum, or, as in this case, poison overcomes your body, you must make an immediate, standard strength or spirit test, whichever is lower. and you got a standard one. Okay, so when you
Okay.
get to that level, you can get a failure, a standard success, a good success, or an outstanding success. However, a standard success, which is what you got, is you are knocked out, but you suffer a permanent injury. Pick one of your attributes, and it is permanently, its max total is permanently reduced by 1. Now I'm thinking this should be your strength, considering the scope of the poison.
Okay, so my max.
So your max strength
will be
is actually now 6, not 7. After a few minutes, you do come round as the poison runs its course, but you are feeling weaker, so you can restore your strength back to 6. But yeah, that is a permanent reduction down from 7. The way to recover that is to increase it with XP.
It's pretty nasty. But I was thinking about you, Chris. I didn't choose charisma to diminish. So I'm still pretty, but you need to carry me around all the time.
Yeah, you've woken up a bit now. So, as I said, your first aid helped. The poison ran its course. And Kerry, what is Jamie doing? Is she waiting at the top of the chasm for everyone else, or is she forging on ahead?
She waits for the light to come up, and I'm also going to see if the rope is taut, whether there is a weight on it.
Give me just a mind check. It's quite a hefty looking rope. It's heavy, but it doesn't appear to have any. Well, there's nothing stopping you from pulling it up. You're able to, you can lift it about 2 or 3 feet quite easily, but the end is still disappearing down into darkness.
Well, I wait for everyone to catch up and make sure I point out the rope, and then I start heading down.
Okay.
So I don't want to waste.
Do we have to make any checks to climb?
You can do. The rope's quite safe, or it seems so. So you can make a strength check to climb. That is unfortunately what climbing is, Pat. It's a standard test to climb effectively and safely. If you don't trust the rope, you can make a challenging, with difficulty 12, strength test to climb down. At this moment in time, you can't see how far down the rope goes.
What happens if you fail? You fall down, or
You will fall down an unspecified distance into the darkness. Decide amongst yourself. It's going to be 30 seconds.
Crap.
What do you have to do?
8.
climb down the
I'll
rope.
play drama.
Get a new card, by the way.
16. Yeah, I still haven't figured out how to actually remove my cards on the Mac, so you gotta do it for me, I'm afraid.
Actually, Kerry, being a thief type, I'm going to let you use Dex to do climbing because you have tricks. And that was on Constable Caudry. What did you want to do? You want to remove the drama card, yeah?
Yeah, drama, and I think I used the action as well.
I think you did, yep. Oh, by the way, guys, when that scene finished, you should move your cards from your pool back into your hand. I'll do it for you. Badger, because you won't be able to.
Thanks. Right, so I
That's
got
4, isn't it?
Yeah, your hand is 4, so if you have more than 4, you have to discard down to 4.
16, so that puts me at 11, so I got down.
Okay, we'll wait for everybody to get down successfully, and then we will transition to Act 3. But you've already had the XP award for the end of Act 2, so... Or is it... No, it's only 2 acts. You already had the XP award for the end of Act 1, when we'll go to Act 2. Sorry, I forgot there's 2 acts.
Does that mean we get XP?
No, you've already got it. I gave you it early.
Oh.
I didn't actually hear what we had to roll, by the way, because...
It's a strength check.
Okay.
Only difficulty.
God,
It's only
seriously?
standard, so difficulty 10.
You do my strength.
Do not plunge. Well, then are you taking other precautions? No, you didn't need to. You got a bonus number of 5, and your strength is an 11.
I don't have force abilities. 5 plus 11, yes.
Yeah, so you successfully get down. I think Chris successfully gets down without a negative. I think Constable Caudry gets down with 16, giving a bonus of 3. Does that succeed?
Yeah. Yeah,
Jamie,
about
being
11.
a thief, is able to do it with dexterity, so a bonus number of 1 onto your dex. Does Jamie get down on that?
That's 11.
Yep. Okay, and let's just roll for Sean. He just needs to not... Yeah, okay, well, I know what's going to happen next, so he spends a possibility. That's a 15. Sean gets down as well. So, we get to the end of the act. We're now in Act 2. Under London.
God, this means you get 5 XP. Wow.
No, you've already had the... Stop it. Right, now, does anyone still have their Cosm
Just
card?
once for this.
Yes, I have the Cosm card.
Right. Well, we are going to deal with that. And anybody who still has a Cosm card and can delete the card, please delete their Cosm card, because you're about to get new Cosm card.
Can't I play the card?
Well, if you want to play it immediately, but bear in mind, it's all about you need to play the cards when the opportunity arises.
Yeah, I know.
You probably could play that one. Yeah, I'll let you play that one.
We get possibility.
You will.
refresh
Everyone's
possibilities
possibilities, unless you have a perk that says otherwise. And as none of you, apart from Sean or from Core Earth, and I know Sean doesn't have that perk, your possibilities go up to 3.
Okay.
You're going to spend that card, yeah?
Yeah, I couldn't drag it, so I just deleted it. Yeah.
That's all right. So look what I found.
Look what?
Look what I found.
Oh.
While I was lying on the floor unconscious, I found something.
Yeah, we want to use them. So look what I found. You basically find something, and the something is magical. I'll go to the right page in the book. This is what Aysle's all about. It's a bit Monty Hall-y in that respect, but it can be fun.
I hope you find a ring of darkness. That'll be fun.
Do page.
You missed last week what darkness does.
Can it be cheese?
Alexander, please roll me 1d20.
Oh, I'm so good at that one.
Right. Essentially, when you were in the Nicobrid chamber, you just at some point you just reached out and grabbed something that you thought was another torch in the wall in amongst the webs. It's only now you've paused, you've woken up again at the top of the rope that you actually get a chance to look at it. It's a scroll, quite old looking, with clearly inked red runes on the scroll. And Bell takes one look at it, and I mean, you can look at it as well. It's not particularly, you don't need any particular arcane knowledge. It's a scroll of Fireball. You have a one-shot use of the Fireball spell. You can activate it. Any Eilish native can activate it. Admittedly, if you haven't got the alteration magic skill, I believe, or conjuration for Fireball.
Conjuration.
Yeah, if you don't have the conjuration skill, you're just rolling off of your basic stat. But
Which
it's a one-use
is-
scroll of
right.
Fireball. I think
So-
conjuration
so-
comes off of mine.
Can
Bell
you
can
use
probably
your
confirm.
character is illiterate?
Conjuration is spirit.
There you go, spirit, so you're probably good. It would be a little bit difficult to use. It's more about the will, but you'd still need to know the command word. So somebody could tell you the command word, and then as long as you're holding the scroll, you could still activate it, even if you were illiterate, as long as you pronounced and got the command word right.
I wave Bell over and give the scroll to him. I think you can do better with that one.
The
Well,
benefit
not
of
really,
this-
because I can cast it already.
Yeah, but the benefit with this is you won't get a draining effect on a mishap.
Ooh, okay, thanks very much. I will take
Whoopee.
somehow mysteriously, I just understood that would happen. I'll add it to my large magical weapon.
And so has everyone discarded their Cosm cards?
My mobile phone deleted, didn't it? Because I became a...
Yeah, it's not a mobile phone anymore. It's some kind of arcane notebook.
It's the communication stone.
Screw.
Right, so everyone has gotten rid of their Cosm card. Cool. Okay, so in order, this will be Pat's new Cosm card.
Ah, Pat, you're always getting lit. What is wrong with you?
So that's yours, Alexander, if you drag that into the Cosm card section.
Yes.
Chris Larkin, yours is...
Loot the body.
Poor.
That's awesome.
It's the same card that you just had.
Well,
it's just via a different means.
Yeah, I loot it while it's still standing, then we kill it. Then my husband will go over the dead body.
And Belle, you get this one.
What one? Face me?
Yep. So face me, loot the body, and finders keepers are used. I'm just restoring all the cards, all the other cards, I should say, back to the deck. No, hang on.
What's
Face me, loot the body.
Reality related flow.
Reality rated. Essentially, a Stormer or a Storm Knight. Somebody with the same abilities and possibilities and the ability to have a reality skill that you guys have.
Okay, so you can tell me if we face.
I'll tell you if we get one. Constable Caudry.
Look what I found.
Jamie, you get Fickle Magic, and it gets immediately played.
Can I find something to counteract it somehow? I don't know.
What, the Fickle Magic? No.
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, it's only really going to affect Belle, so just remember that if you roll a mishap, something else happens.
Is Pat not a caster as well?
Oh, yeah, it could be. Sorry, Pat is a caster. There's miracles. They count as the same thing.
What is the opposite of a fireball, though?
The fireball affects you.
Oh, okay. So it's
it has the opposite of the intended effect.
Yeah, okay.
It could also be an ice ball, depending on the bad guy. And Sean's one, if we get Skellen back this evening, is a mana surge.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a bit useless in him because he's the only human.
Yeah, because he'll play the Cosm card. It's not. Don't forget, the Cosm card isn't something necessarily that you're doing. It's the laws of Eilish reality imposing himself upon the situation.
Oh, they affect us all. Okay, that's actually good for me then.
Yeah.
Let's see if I roll a 1.
But potentially for the good guy, the bad guys as well. Right. Give me a minute because I have a bit for this next one, but I've just remembered I've not actually done something on it that I need to do.
Talk among yourselves. Oh, at least I'm feeling a bit better now since the tablets kicked in. It took forever for my food to arrive, so it was delayed in getting the tablets.
Okay, and another combat tracker. You get
There's a combat coming? Something called Bez Lazarus was fighting us. And it's Lurker.
That was the dragon before. Okay, so Jamie comes down first. Oh dear, I need to lock the token.
be first, guys. I don't know why. And why have I got a bar at the side that looks like a battery? Combat tracker.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily worry about the bits there. Is that going to go? No, why did that?
Yes.
Hate tokens. They're not doing it right.
Just can't read the writing. I can't read right. Wait. It says name something order. Oh, wounds. Okay.
Why are these not coming out? They're not coming up onto the... Oh, I know why, because I've not set the grid scale. Layers, set grid. That's a grid. Now the next person I drop on there should... Yay! Pat was the right size. Sean.
I was looking at spells, by the way, Alex, and I couldn't see anything for healing or curing curing poison or anything in the list.
I haven't seen any. There's cure disease.
It doesn't show up on my available spells. Maybe it's in a special.
No, I look it up in the core rulebook.
Oh.
But I can't use it. I don't have Faith 14
yet.
Why is it not on my list then? Does the core have a different list than the player guide then?
Shouldn't do. Right, who came down? It was Jamie came down first, yeah? Who followed Jamie down?
I will follow him.
I'm always yeah, because I'm the weakest.
I will follow her. Sorry, Jamie is the girl.
Okay, so with that, I will.
Oh, open the other book and see if that's got more spell.
Oh, type dungeon. Cave thing.
The rope descends into darkness and it climbs down to a ledge because there was basically a chasm. So in the chasm you get down to a ledge about 2 meters wide. The ledge forms a path that continues out of sight ahead of you. You follow the path for about 30 meters or so until the walls around you are once again enclosed stone. At this point, ahead of you, you can see the tunnel continues on, and you can just about make a branch off to your left. If Chris would like to make a tracking roll, I can give you some further information.
Can only he do it, though?
Well, the tracking is him. Depending on what he gets, the rest of you can also make a roll afterwards, but let's see what he gets first.
Yeah, I got it.
Assuming that Gaz is there. Gaz might not be there. Okay, everyone make find checks then.
Alright.
Find.
Oh, he did make a good roll there. Well done, Chris. Roll again and add. You're skilled in this.
What's find off?
It's mind. No, can't hear you guys at the moment. It's a bonus number of 10 on whatever your total is. Chris, you're making out. I mean, the tracks are obvious. It's off. I think you've actually got the survival skill or the tracking skill. I think.
They're both
You've actually got survival.
based.
That's what we'll be using in that one. So, survival, I believe, goes off mind. So, Chris, the first thing that you notice, well done on an 18, is that you can see clear tracks heading away from you and to the left, as well as away from you and straight on. You can't make out whether any of the tracks are Amelia's, but you can see that there's clear foot traffic in both directions. What were the find totals of everybody? It's only difficulty 10s, so just let me know if you made it or how much you made it by.
13.
Hello?
Hi, yeah, you can hear you now.
Oh, right. There we go. Don't know
Were
what
you-
happened there.
Yeah, 13 too for me.
Do I need to do find as well, or just the survival?
No, I'm 15.
Okay, 15. Yeah, you can do as well, because this is different information.
If it's find, you mean instead of tracking?
No, this is in addition. The tracking was only he could get it with survival to get the ideas of the numbers.
Right, so if it's find, I'm 15.
Okay.
And what's find to go off?
Again, mind, I believe. You have the find skill. You have find of 2.
So that's...
A 9 you're going off of.
9 with a 9. Damn it. That is -1. 8. Go on, I'll spend a possibility. What the hell?
I wouldn't worry about it.
No, the others have passed, haven't they? So, no.
Yeah.
I got an 8.
So Chris, you're aware of the foot traffic. The rest of you, and anybody that got a find check over 10, you can actually hear sounds coming from up ahead. Anybody that got a 15 or total or more, did anyone get a 15 or more?
Nope.
15.
You broke up there.
Yeah, I got 15 exactly.
Okay. You can tell from the echoing that this noise is coming from the left branch of the tunnel. It sounds like, you can't make out the actual words, but it sounds like a gruff, angry voice and cruel laughter coming from the corridor to the left.
Bloody bad things at the left. Let's say that direction. I don't know. Or we could get split up, but that's never a good idea, is it?
I'm not sure what we are doing.
You tell me.
You say left, or go left then?
And tell me
I go left,
the
please.
manner in which you are heading there.
Carefully? I don't know, I mean, you can't really rush ahead because it's so narrow. I'm guessing.
Can I be doing the moonwalk?
If you want to. We'll make your stealth check a bit harder.
Oh, maybe not then. My tracking then, does that indicate that they're going left as well?
There were tracks in both directions.
Okay. The blood, did that go any particular way?
There's nothing at this point to give you indications if Amelia's group are heading left or straight on.
I could sneak ahead and see what the voices are.
Yeah, you can do. Everyone can make a stealth check, but as you are favoured with stealth, we'll say you can do stealth a little quicker if you wish to.
We'll allow Jamie to go off then.
Yeah, do that.
Be right back.
We'll wait here while... Stop spinning!
I'll keep that.
Okay.
Bell
What's
do
your
his
stealth
contemplation like Gandalf and decide which path to take.
He can try if he wants to. It's up to him.
I'm getting some pretty serious feedback from someone.
Somebody's giving revenge. Hang on, I just need to put something together quickly. That one there's what I want. Do that. Quickly do that. And that. And that. getting the hang of the combat encounter things. Let's remove that. And then do that. So what was your stealth total, Carrie?
It should be 13 actually, because it says Dex +2, but it's written as 11 on my sheet. So 13.
Well, don't forget you might have increased it or something with XP. Depends what you've done.
Oh yeah, right. 13.
Okay, you sneak up to about here, and as you are being relatively quiet, you see the following scene. Give me a second for putting things on the board. By the way, there is a reason why it's a brown boundary rather than black, which is usual, and it will become apparent relatively soon, one hopes.
Well, underground is probably a poo.
All the creatures are black.
No. Don't be a racist. Actually quite pale, their lurks. Doop-a-doop-doo. Just gotta get these and that one. Come on.
What's that over there? It's a lurk. Why do you call it a lurk? Because it lurks.
Indeed. What's that running over the hill? Is it a lurker? No. I keep doing the wrong thing to rotate them. That's what I want. Right. Kerry, if I can actually do the layers, and then enter mask mode, and then unmask.
Ooh.
Right. In the chamber, surrounding an stocky individual, are a number of lurks. Just to give you a description of what's actually occurring, the back section of the chamber where the dwarf is stood, actually I'll move him a little bit, move a bit more.
Why is the blue thing movable by us, though?
What blue thing?
The guy you just moved to the very back of the room. I'll show you.
Because that's, yeah, don't touch it, it's just a token at the moment.
Oh, okay.
And if I just do one more thing, come on, where you gone? Where you gone? Where you gone?
So I went to find out what it was, and it didn't work.
Okay. The stocky figure, squat, heavily armoured, it stands trapped inside a doorway. A huge stone block that was previously the lintel of the door presses down on the dwarf, partially closing off the entrance. The figure is shouldering the weight of the stone and is straining to keep it from falling all the way shut. Under the dwarf's feet lies an unconscious and bleeding individual who would surely be crushed if the dwarf were to let go of the stone. Their slender frame is draped in green leather armour. And give me a find check.
That's just you, though.
You can... Sorry, yeah, it's only Kerry.
Okay, sorry.
Difficulty 8 on this.
Fail.
Okay. You don't get any more about the slender individual, just that they have long amber hair. Around the dwarf is a crowd of taunting lurks who are jabbing at the figure with their spears. And as one of them gets too close, the dwarf manages to move one of its gauntleted hands slightly, and a burst of flame erupts from the gauntlet, but the lurks leap out of the way. which only increases the dwarf's cursing of "Get up, you stupid elf! I can't hold this up forever! Another mess caused by you elves! Get away from me, you filthy lurk! Why is everything always your fault?" The dwarf's voice is tinny, however, as it is coming from behind a sealed helmet.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't understand what the lurks are saying, but they are continuing to stab. And by the way, one of the lurks does indeed look significantly taller and more intimidating than the others.
Okay. Quietly back away, but sorry.
Go ahead.
Back towards the group. Realizing this is a time-sensitive situation, I'll quickly describe. I think the two good guys and a massive bad guys, and that scroll of fireball will probably come in handy right now. Let's rush him. The dwarf's about to be crushed. Oh, the short fellow.
Pardon?
What? Was that an out of character pardon?
No.
I think it was an in-character pardon, actually.
Okay. I repeat what I just said.
It was just you got so excited. You were saying it so fast. I was going, ah.
Yeah.
No, I heard what you said.
I'm trying to convey a sense of
Urgency.
urgency. That's right.
Okay, we'll put Jamie back with the group.
Was it a card you played?
Okay. That's the first round of combat. Here they come again. Uncannily appropriate.
You got these cards lined up in advance to beat this order?
No, it's random. There's a random roll. It could be any of them. I think a lot of them are generic enough to apply. The squares on this map are 2 meters. So move accordingly, please.
I'm trying to find my movement. I've lost it again. Because
yeah, it's equal to your dex.
8. There we go.
Plus some if you've got particular quirks. So there is some noise from ahead of you. But at this moment in time, you have been sufficiently cautious. They are currently unaware of your presence. So before you do anything, you can play a card directly into your pool. Anybody that also has a perk that enables them to do that may play an additional card into your pool.
You do.
I believe Bell's got that.
Perk.
Should I have 4 cards in my pool? Hand.
You should. Oh, we didn't get. I didn't. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We need to refresh people's drama cards. Definitely deck even. Right. Who's currently got less than 4 cards in their hand?
Me.
Jamie.
Okay. So start with Jamie.
Just need 1.
Get hero card. Constable Caudry. So the second chance out of your action pool needs to be deleted. Yep. Done that. You get a gory card. Do you want me to drag it in for you? You're
yeah.
aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, what should I do with them though? They're not really used for anything at this point.
Well, we have to wait until you use them. Or when you can use them, try and encourage people to get rolls over 60. So Chris also needs a card. Chris gets...
I've moved one over into my action.
Oh, you have? Okay, so who's the next one then? Oh, okay, so no one gets adrenaline card yet. Put it back in. It was adrenaline 3. Okay, so I believe...
Card across.
So you've got the perk that lets you do it already, though, haven't you?
Yep. Situation awareness. Right.
Everyone can do one anyway. You can do another one.
Can I, instead of doing that, can I put the ring on?
Well, you can do that. You can put the ring on and you'll go anyway, but you still get to put a card in your pool.
Yeah, but the rings are action, so that would remove my action. It's not.
The ring on's not an action. You have to do a spirit test when you do it, though.
Yeah. Okay, if it's not, I'm going to do this.
Can I go ahead? Because I might get sneak attack with this thing.
Sure, if you want to. You can go first.
Go first, I'll go second.
We want the wizard to fireball them all without us being in there first.
Why is everyone moved forward for?
We were told to.
Hey, I should.
Well, as part of your
intimidate
action,
this
you were
if-
supposed to move forward.
I've put the ring on. I'm visible, and I'm there.
Did you do your spirit check?
Doing it now.
Yep, you're all right.
Well, before anyone does anything, I'll intimidate.
Really? It's going to kind of ruin my stealth situation.
Well, it actually makes it easier for you.
No, it wouldn't.
doesn't.
Because it would.
Okay.
He would immediately lose his ability to do what he's trying to do.
Well, in that case, I'm going to wait. Unless I'm forced to do it now.
Oh, he rolled first, so.
He's already moved his character.
Yeah, so
And he was ahead of us, to be fair to him.
Jamie's in the lead and is going to the beginning. So you managed to sneak in. They have not been made aware of your presence yet, Jamie.
Okay, can I multi-attack? Can I hit 2?
You could if you moved a little further in. What's your move normally? I mean, yours is quite high because you've got high dex. Yeah, I'll say you've got enough.
I'm sure it's listed.
Yeah. Essentially, we'll do your movement from the doorway, okay? Where you are now. So your move of 10 means you could have gone 5 squares, and that's only 1, 2, that's only 4. So you've got a little bit left over.
Right, now I roll this.
Okay, so melee isn't an approved action this round, so you're going to do a multi-attack, which is essentially you just do one attack on 2 things, so you're getting a +2 difficulty. Or
Yeah,
-2 penalty.
Yeah, I get this. Get this first multi-attack doesn't give a penalty.
Cool, you got that one, so that counterbalance that whirlwind attack, yeah?
Yeah.
And I believe you're trying to leverage your stealthiness as well, yeah?
Yeah. Is there such a thing as flat-footed?
Well, essentially, the perk covers that. If you're able to attack an opponent who's unaware of you, I believe it either gives you a +2 to damage or an extra bonus dice to damage. I think it's a +2, though. Or +2 to the action.
Yeah, it's +2.
That's Shadow Step, isn't it?
Yep. So, what happens now?
I just reread Shadow Step. Yeah, so you're getting a additional +2 damage, yeah. So you're attacking a flat-footed foe, essentially. They are unaware of your appearance. You can roll again with a possibility if you wish to. You've currently got a bonus number of 2, I think, on a 15.
Is this count? And then I roll again for a second attack?
No, you roll once and apply it to both of them.
Okay, I'll spend a possibility and add, right?
Yep. So that counts as at least a 10, so that's a 25.
Okay.
It's a bonus number of 8 onto your melee weapons, please.
I can't find it.
You must have it.
Oh yeah, 11.
So 8 onto 11's a 19, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, they're going to be unaware of you, so it's off of a 9 would be their defense, but you're getting bonuses against that. So 11 add 8 is 19. You get 10 over, so that's an exceptional, so you get to roll 2 bonus dice for damage.
I don't know what this Excalibur thing does. So you have to tell me again.
Right, the Excalibur thing, I believe it is a longsword, which, when it hits, leaves a trail of sparking light behind the blade. But otherwise, it is a standard longsword for damage.
Roll how many d6?
So your standard damage, I think, is strength +3 for a longsword, and you'll be rolling 2 bonus d6s. So that's for 10 additional damage, +2 for your sneak. You should basically come up behind 2 lurks and just scrape and strafe across their backs. So your strength +3 is
10.
Add 12 to that.
22.
22 versus the lurk's toughness of 9. That's 13 result points of damage, which is 2 wounds and 4 shock. And as they are not possibility rated individuals lurk 10. I'm going to delete the token there. What's it doing there? What's it doing? Delete this token, delete all tokens. No, just that one. And lurk 4. Both go down. And I need to make sure, actually, I should delete them from there. I'll probably delete their token at the same time. Lurk 4. Lurk
Does
10.
this now break his stealth?
That was enough for him. Stealth is favoured. I'm going to say you got a good roll as well. That was quick and quiet enough that they didn't notice.
Except for all the sparks.
Except for all the sparks, but there's no noise to the spark. So just give me a d20 roll quickly.
Can you get possibilities more than 3?
Yeah.
Okay,
Just they'll reset down to 3 at the end of an act.
is that guy a possibility?
You could say so.
Play in the card then.
Okay, when it gets to your go, we'll play that. Did you already have it? No, it's a Cosm card, isn't it?
Yep.
But it played on your go, okay?
Oh, it's played in my go. Okay, right.
Yeah. That particular one, because you've got to call him out. Who's going after Jamie? As she stealthily goes in and
Can
this
Bell do a fireball?
flash. Bell could. Anybody could
Is-
do anything, really.
Is
Yeah, but I
Jamie
should
able to get
probably
out of there?
intimidate them first.
Is Jamie able to get out of there?
Jamie could move back 1 square with remaining movement if she wished.
Just thinking if there's going to be a fireball, she might want to get out of the way.
No, she's not going to get away. It's not going to be a fireball.
Oh, okay. Doesn't matter then.
It's
I thought you already did fire.
No, it's because I'm going. It's to do with Cosm cards and stuff. So
Okay, so
Can
who's
you,
going after Jamie then? Badger?
Yeah, I'm gonna intimidate. Oh, already rolled it. Got a 15. Let's see. I think I'm gonna multi-target though.
You have to declare the multi-target up before the roll, unfortunately.
Oh, right. Well, I'm gonna target the I don't know, rank 7, or should I target the big guy?
Or you need to move into line of sight as well, because at the moment you are sort of outside still. So
Well,
you're making him move and move
okay,
yourself
so
from that position.
Okay, so I have moved, but I can move again.
No, you move from there. Everyone's actions are going from the current positions.
All right. Okay.
Remember, each square's 2. So if you've got a move of 6, you can move 3. If you've got a move of 8, you can move 4. If you've got a move of 9, you can move 4. And then next round, if you remember,
Okay, I move 10, so I can move there. And
That's 5 squares, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to intimidate rank 7. That's a 15, which gives me 10. Gives me 13.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
enough to make them very vulnerable or very stymied. Your choice.
Okay, very vulnerable.
Okay. Lurk 7. And
Sort of just charged screaming into the fray.
well, you're intimidating one of them. It's up to you how the intimidate manifests. Effect.
Yeah.
Effect plus. Oh, error. Did everyone else get that error message?
no error message came up
Nope.
yet.
That's
Are we
just me.
supposed to have gained any shock back over?
Yeah, you would have
between
recovered
acts?
your shock by now.
Oh, cool.
Okay, I can't use the effects thing on that because it causes horrible error messages to pop up, so I won't be doing that. I'll have to revert to paper. Lurk 7VV code. You can play a card into your pool, and an approved action gets you the adrenaline card.
Okay.
Who's going next?
Can I blow him up now, guys?
Go for it.
Okay, playing the card. How much wounds has he got?
Does it tell you?
The card gives me possibilities equals to his wounds.
Which one was it?
Face me.
Oh, equal to the wounds he has left, doesn't it? Let me reread the card. I haven't done it in a while. Oh, hang on. Yeah, play on a related phase attacks against your character a favour for the rest of the scene. Yes, you get possibilities equal to his remaining wounds. So have 2 possibilities.
Guys, he's only got 2 wounds. Right, okay. Now I cast a spell.
That's quite a good side effect of that card, isn't it? You know how many wounds he's got.
I'm casting lightning. Oh my.
Yes! Fry their asses.
Who are you targeting with this?
I thought I said to you, Rackle.
Okay, you didn't Rakaya. All right.
JB.
And that's why I picked him as my face me and what have I got here? 30. That's 11 plus 14 is 25.
25 to hit, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That
he has to dodge
certainly
or dex.
hits. That exceeds his dodge. Exceeds his dodge by 12.
Okay, he gets.
So you roll 2 additional bonus dice of damage.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know. I forgot about that. That is 24, ignores 4 points of armor.
Okay. You watch as he seems to sense what's about to occur, turns, and then, for reasons you do not understand, your lightning bolt eviscerates Lurk 6.
Even in the surprise. Oh my god, no. Okay, who's 6?
6 is no longer on the map.
Okay.
Someone attack like 7. He has
was
to
my
die.
turn.
Cool. Who's after? So a lightning bolt. They're going to know you're there now, but they haven't got an opportunity to react. They've already taken their action. This goes. So who's next?
Does
Chris, Pat?
does that cancel my invisibility then?
I think it does. Yeah.
Storming.
The reason I asked is because of the spirit roll, that's all. Okay.
Is there any chance to get past or?
Yeah. I mean, don't forget, each square is
Yeah.
2 meters. So, where were you at the back? What's your move?
2. So, my move is
Be there.
Dex, and Dex is 8.
1, 2, 3, 4. What the hell was that? A
What was
skeleton.
that?
Somebody's making monster noises. You'd have to move twice, which means you'd be doing a multi-action, but you can still do it. You'll just be at -2 on the additional action.
Okay, then I will just move here, and I will get the ward evil thing going.
Cool. There are snapped grid.
I have to roll for that one, right?
You do indeed.
+1. Spirit is 10. So that's 11, and
The difficulty on the spell is, what was it? Ward evil.
second. Yeah, ward evil is difficult 10, standard.
There you go. So you succeeded.
Okay, so 5-meter radius, +1 to their defenses versus supernaturally evil creatures. I hope those are.
So that's pretty much everybody because they're 2 meter squares. So Chris is just about on the boundary.
Chris. Yeah, well, Chris is in it.
Hubby Chris. Okay, and Hubby Chris's go.
What did he just do for us then? Sorry.
Ward evil. So you get an extra. You get a defense.
Ah, cool.
Ward
I've got
enemy.
one.
Actually, it's not ward evil.
So I can move 4 squares. Is that right?
You've got a dex of 10, haven't you?
Have I? I thought 8. I think.
Okay, then you can move 4 squares. You can run or
Yeah,
move
8.
again, but then you'd be doing a multi-action, so you'd be getting a -2.
Well, is it possible to push your way through these people to get the other side of them?
You could try. You'd probably be doing. You're going to be doing a multi, not multi-action, a many on one or one on many. So you're going to have to try and get a strength check to get probably a difficult off of their strength. So that's going to be. Well, it's only an 11. But where do you want to get to? So you want to run through them, yeah?
So it'd be twice my movement, so I'd just be the other side of that.
Or run can go up to 3 times your movement.
Okay, to get to the dwarf then.
Okay. So
I
yeah,
can
I mean,
help with
you've got the
holding
move.
up the-
1,
up the
2,
thingy.
3, 4, 5. You've essentially got to succeed against 5 opponents. So that's going to give you a -8 on your skill. What we'll basically say that's a 19. Okay, so forget about the minuses. We've just added it to the difficulty.
Right.
So actually, when I say 19, it's 7. Yeah, 7 plus 8, 15, and it's challenging to begin with. So we're going to add a 2 to that. So 17.
All right, I'm going to put my shoulder into this. Come on,
You're going to shoulder barge through. Cool.
charge! And I'm
In fact, if
screaming
you
at them.
want to make it a difficulty of 19, we'll say you're actually doing a maneuver at the same time.
Just do that, whatever it is. Yep.
Yeah, we'll work it out
Oh,
afterwards.
what's it go off? What am I rolling with?
Right, you're rolling 1 bonus number.
Yeah.
You've got to get your strength checks. I've got to get
good.
19s.
That's all right. Strength.
But you'll also do, if you successfully do a maneuver, your maneuver against, which is a same bonus number onto Dex, also versus 17's that one because it's not challenging. So strength versus 19 and a Dex versus 17.
Okay, let's give it a go. Let's do a possibility as well.
Or it's at least a 10.
For God's sake. What's that, 24?
24 gives you a bonus number of an 8.
So that's 19.
So 19 on strength, 16 on Dex. If you can get 1 more point, your
I will-
maneuver would succeed
I will
as well.
Play my action card then to give me +3 to that.
Okay, so what you're basically doing, you get to here, and your total is 19. So we're essentially going off of their maneuver skill with bonuses. So you're not getting huge successes here, but you have got a certain success. You want to make them stymied or vulnerable.
You have to remind me, sorry, which one does.
Stymied gives them a -2 on their difficulties to hit you, i.e. they harder to do things. Vulnerable, you will get a +2 on them.
And how long does it last for?
Until their next go.
So if they go first, it won't count.
Well, it will count if you make them stymied. It won't count if they're vulnerable.
I'll do stymied then. Just in case.
So Lurk 7 is now also stymied. And that would be Rakaya is stymied as well. So basically you maneuver through them, putting them off. So whatever they do next is going to be harder for them to do. Well done. You only get the 1 card though, even though you did it against.
That's okay.
So play a card into your pool.
Notice he's standing on top of the elf's face. It's terrible of him.
Well, he's standing astride the elf, basically. The dwarf sees you coming, and he's like, "Move the fool elf, and then I can let this bloody block down." But that's all she's really got the attitude to do. Right, I'm not going to refresh the Destiny deck. What I'll do, if I draw a card, if somebody's already got it, tell me, and I'll draw a different one.
As in the exact card, so the number as well.
Yeah, 'cause I don't want to have to go through the palaver of working out what everyone's got and then removing them from the deck and that sort of thing. Okay?
Is the initiate card we have good for us at the moment?
Well, you had initiative. Well, they had initiative on you, but there's nothing in the initiative line.
No, I mean the drama card. Sorry.
What you want to know? What's in the discard pile?
No, I have a card. Seize initiative.
Yes.
Oh yeah, so the initiative is currently here they come. This guy here. So intimidate maneuver, villains got initiative, heroes go second, no particular impact on the combat.
Okay.
What I would do, I'll draw the next one. If you don't like that, you can force me to draw again. Dead.
Alright.
That's what Seize Initiative also lets you do. So they're on the run. Who are they? Well, the heroes would be up this round if you keep this card, which means you would automatically get a reroll on anything you do.
We keep that one.
And you keep initiative, and the villains go second.
That's good.
So your guys' goes. Decide amongst yourself who's going when.
Can I charge in and hit?
If you want to go first, yeah, go for it.
Sure. In the name of the light, and I charge past Jamie
Yep.
What happened there? A bunch back
Into
there.
there.
and hit.
I thought I'd just put Snap to Grid on, but it's acting like Snap to Grid is off.
I snap Lurk 3 in the head with my mace. I use a possibility.
Go for it.
And here we go.
That's a 25. That's a big old bonus number of about an 8 or 9, I reckon. It's an 8.
It's an 8, so I have strength of 6.
Yep, plus your melee weapons.
Plus my melee weapon is 1, so that's 7. This is 15.
That certainly hits them. A Lurk's melee weapon defense is a 9. So that's 6 result points. It's enough to give you 1 bonus die of damage. Please roll that d6. Add that to your weapon damage. So your strength of 6 plus 2, I think, for the mace, or possibly a 3.
Yeah, plus another 2 because I'm righteous.
Yeah, I'm going to say these guys count as supernatural evil. They have dodgy things. Whether they will later point, but I'm fine with them for now.
Okay, so I have a strength of 10 plus 5, 15 damage.
15 damage onto the standard Lurk toughness of 9 is more than enough to wound it. So you bring your mace down heavily on Lurk 3's head. His neck snaps back and he collapses to the floor. Dead.
Justice.
Who's going after Pat?
I think we're going to try to intimidate Lurks 9, 2, and 11.
Okay, so the next rank, essentially, yeah? Might make a little more sense if you intimidated 12, 2, and 11. But
I've got idea 34, by the way.
yeah, that's the one you just got.
Yeah, so ambivalent. Badger can't have it.
Oh, 12. No, yeah, well, doesn't matter. Put whichever 3, really. Could be 7, 2, and 11 as well. Regardless, I'm spending the possibility on that.
Sure.
Where did that?
Cool. Roll again and add.
Roll again. Wait.
So that's a 30 straight. Plus 9.
30. Nice. So that's plus 9, and my intimidate is. My intimidate is 11, so.
That's a 20.
Yeah, 24. Yeah, but it's minus 3, right? Because I'm targeting all 3 of them.
Well, it's minus
yeah.
4 because you're targeting 3 of them.
Yeah, well, it's
minus
still
2
20
for each additional one.
So it's still 20, so I'm probably gonna. I might even get player's call.
You do. You get more than 10
Yeah.
result points.
Right, I just scare the crap out of them with my war cries, and they run away.
Essentially, Lurks 2, 7, and 11 dive away from you and scurry across and under to the other side of the door that the dwarf is currently holding up, effectively taking them out of the combat. I'll get rid of 2.
Woo!
I'll get rid of number 7.
Wasn't it 9 and 11, not 7?
You do.
Yeah, 7 was already.
Okay, so I'll do 12. It doesn't make sense for 9 because he's on the other side, but we'll do 12 and 11 then.
Yeah.
12 and 11.
What's happening to 7?
And has anyone got drama card 46?
Drama card.
Anyone we can't check?
No.
No.
Don't know about Sean, though.
Gellen doesn't, and Jamie doesn't. Go ahead and take drama card 46.
Yeah. So someone just make sure to attack Lug 7, who is still very vulnerable.
Okay, so after Constable Caudry, Jamie's still in melee, Bell's at the back, and Chris is over with the dwarf. So decide amongst yourselves.
Who's all gone this turn?
No, this is turn 2. So
Yeah,
those
that's what
3
I'm
people
saying.
haven't gone. Chris, Bell, Jamie.
Okay, there's only 3 people left to go. Okay.
Yep.
Denny, do you want to do anything before I fireball the big guy?
I'm just going to be dragging out the elf, because that's what the dwarfs asked me to do. So freeing up the dwarf, essentially, so you can do yours.
Is the fireball likely
hang on.
to...
If I... Does it matter when I drag the elf out? Will it affect when the dwarf gets to act? Or
Of course it
does it
will.
not matter? So is it better I did it early?
It's up to you.
Does the dwarf act in our turn? Our sequence?
You don't know.
Oh. He's going to turn out to be a villain.
Thus far, the dwarf does appear to be acting in an altruistic manner, which leads you to potentially assume they are on the side of the light.
So he would act in our turn if he's on the side of light.
Said what I've said.
Can't we have to
I'll
let
keep
him?
trying.
We have to let him if he's in our turn to go. If you know what I mean, you can't just go. You go, and then he goes. I'm going to go, and you go. I can go. Yeah, so I'll just fireball on these.
Yep, go for it.
I'm going to do it in the square diagonally in between Lurk 9, Rakia, and Lurk 1. So it's all 3 of them.
Yeah, because I mean, the weirdness is on the burst template is it just simply goes, it hits 3 things for a medium
Skellen's
template.
back.
Welcome back, Skull.
Hello, sorry about that. A friend of mine was having trouble or something.
That's all right.
Anyway,
Hello.
sorry, I'm back.
You're still alive.
I'm alive.
Sean is at the back of the chamber, readying his gun.
Shoot Lug 7.
Well,
That's what
Bell's going at the minute. Essentially,
Bell.
you went down a chasm, down a rope. At the end of the rope was a corridor. You followed the corridor until you got to this point where it looks like there is a dwarf heroically holding up a big stone block, preventing it from crushing his companion elf, being taunted by a large group of lurks and their slightly more impressive-looking leader.
Oh, blooming dwarves. Okay.
Durak, go ahead.
Yeah,
Bell rolled with a 16.
I know. I'm trying to give the result. I've got a 17 currently. I can't remember the guy's. Dodge, so I'm going to
It's a 10.
use big guys.
Yep, big guy's a 10.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to use an action.
You can use an action card on...
That
you can't do that. What does an action card do?
That's +3 to my result.
Does it do that? Oh no, I'm thinking of adrenaline. Sorry, forgive me. Yes, action can be applied to anything. So that gives you a 19?
You've made me forget my number.
We got a 3. 3 onto your skill.
3, 17, 20.
Okay, so that is 2 bonus dice of damage.
Oh, yeah. Stupid dice, you stupid. 17. Only one rolled worse than that.
Okay, he gets a bonus number of 3, which means he succeeds in his reality skill check. Lurks 1 9,
What's a reality skill check for?
and 7. Actually, no, and 5. Disappear in flame, and Rakaya is when the fire parts. Rakaya is stood there, unharmed.
Oh, he's doing it that way. Okay. That what reality skill check? Okay. was my
But you still
turn.
took down 3 lurks. Well done.
2 lurks.
No, 3. Remember what I said? 2, 11,
5,
and 5. One that was further back in the room appeared to be immolated.
I'll drag out the elf now then.
Okay, so Chris is dragging out the elf. That just leaves Jamie and Sean to decide what they're doing.
Well, I guess I'll where am I? I'll double tap one. What's that?
Okay, you can get a bead through. I mean, you've got number 7, who's in melee combat with 3 of your companions.
Yeah.
Or you could shoot through to get to Rakaya or the single remaining lurk number 8, who's beyond that.
Let's do lurk 8.
Okay, his dodge is 9, so you know. That gives you a bonus number of -4.
That kind of sucks, doesn't it?
Your double tap means, don't forget to mark off 2 ammo. Your double tap mates, that's only a -3. And I think your fire combat skill is still good enough to hit on that.
Fire combat in total is 3 plus dex, isn't it? So it's 12.
Yep. 12 minus 3 is 9, which still hits him. So you can
Just.
decide whether you want to roll again or add or just go with a 9.
I appear to have 3 possibilities. I'm going to spend 1.
Yeah, new act.
Don't want that many possibilities, do I? So yeah, I will roll again and add it. Ooh.
Okay, that's a 22, which gives you a bonus number of 8, I think. Yep. So 8 on your skill is
20 suddenly.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that definitely hits them.
what's their toughness?
Their toughness is 9.
So I've got 20 over that. How many do you need for the extra dice?
You need to get 10. Well, every 5 gives you an extra dice up to 2 extra. So you've exceeded it, so you've got 2 bonus dice. Well done. Roll them both again.
See, you've missed me, haven't you, really?
So that's an extra 19. Suffice to say
He's red
that
mist.
you draw a bead and Lurk 8 gets a bullet straight through the head. Kerry, what's Jamie doing?
Attempt to dispatch this final lurk.
Cool.
Is that 1? No,
He is very vulnerable, remember that.
He is, so you're adding a +4 to your total bonus.
okay, 15.
That definitely hits him. With enough to give you 1 bonus dice of damage.
Eight plus strength, is it?
Your strength +3 for a longsword.
18.
18 is more than enough. You draw the sword back, thrust forward, and Lurk 7 is run through. His minions being put down, Rakaya looks somewhat perturbed, but he does seem to have a way about him. He's got this arrogant confidence, and he looks towards all of you and addresses you as a group. and simply states, "It matters not. The work of the light will always be subsumed in darkness. You will all die. You will all die in time." And he intimidates you. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you. He's doing a multi-action on all of you with no penalty.
Can I use willpower?
He's spending a possibility.
Oh, 19. Shit.
Crap.
Don't forget
That's
he's
a third.
stymied as well.
Yes, he is. So he's got +2 to his difficulty. So that's a 30.
Oh,
That gives him a bonus number of 9. On to his Intimidate, which is off of that, which is going to give him a... Right, okay. He gets a 21. Now, he's going to make you all very stymied, if he can, and his call is for you to cower from him in fear.
What's the possibility thing we could do to stop him doing... Or sorry, stopping it affecting us?
You would have to... There isn't one. You would have to have done an active defense, or have declared an active defense, and have be able to apply it to your Intimidate defensively. And if you had the perk, you could have stopped him from spending the possibility that he spent, but nobody does have that perk. But he has the Gloater perk, which is when Taunt or Intimidate are approved actions, Rakaya may affect the entire party without a multi-target penalty. So you see, the bad guys have their toys as well. So, first off, Chris, what is your Intimidate? Because you defend Intimidate with Intimidate Spirit if you don't have it.
Yeah, run away. 7.
No, he wants you to all cower in fear. It is obvious superiority.
I might be cowering. 7.
Okay. Have you got any cards in your pool at the moment?
Yeah.
How many?
1.
Discard it.
Discard?
Yep.
Not into my hand?
No.
Oh, can I swap which one I had in my
No.
pool? Damn it.
Pat,
That hurt.
Yeah.
what's your defense in Intimidate, essentially? So your Spirit plus Intimidate if you have it.
10.
Okay, so he gets 2 on you as well. So you are also very stymied as just this wave of malevolent force comes from this. He is an enemy. He is of the dark. He is your antithesis. Unfortunately, got a good roll on you. Please roll me a d6. High or low, essentially. You lose his initiative. Please discard it. Jamie.
So I don't quite understand why you can't negate it with a possibility. Can you explain?
Because you can only spend to negate a possibility if the you're talking about negating damage with a possibility.
Yeah, like he was
Yeah,
with
yeah,
fireball.
you can, right. He didn't do that. He, just to let you know, he's got one other perk, bad guy perk, it's called Minions, which allows him to transfer any hit to a lurk within 4 meters if he succeeds at a reality test, which is what he did.
But previous villains, I'm pretty sure have spent possibility.
You have spent to reduce damage, not to reduce interaction effect. If he was just doing pure damage, yep, you would 100% be able to spend a possibility, make a reality check, and soak it. But no such luck when they're not actually doing damage.
Okay, and we can't use a card like willpower to.
You could use that to increase your spirit defensively. Perfectly happy with you doing that if you want to.
Okay, increase my pathetic 8 to 11.
Okay, I'll tell you that. Keep the card because frankly, it's still going to be 10 over because he got a 21. But there's nothing worse than 10 over. Okay. Roll me a d6. Essentially, it's 1 downward. So on a 5, you lose the willpower card. It's discarded from your pool as a result of his gloater perk. I get to use villains fun. This is cool. So I shouldn't be gloating. I haven't got that perk. Constable Caudry, what's your intimidate? I think you've got quite a high one, haven't you?
Yeah, I think it's 13.
Double check. You might be the only person that's not going to get the player's call. Yeah, because your intimidate is a 3 on your.
No, wait, it's
be an
11.
It's
Sorry.
11. Yeah, you did still get it. Yeah, you did still get it. No worries. You have only 1 card in your action pool, so please discard it.
Is the 5 over also losing the card?
Well, you have to discard it before it goes back.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I have to get rid of it for you.
Have to do everything yourself.
Okay, and Sean? Oh, right, Skellen. You're going to have a bit of a weird one now. You did start the combat with at least a card in your action pool, and you would have been able to play one from your hand into your action pool for your successful action this round. So what are those 2 going to be?
Do you want to do them randomly and thingy of fairness?
Yeah, roll a d4.
Sure.
So, number 4.
Deleted.
Well, no, one of them goes into your action pool, but we'll assume that's that one. So, and the second one,
okay.
This one will remain in your action pool.
Try it again.
Well, that'll be master plan, so that'll be the second.
Okay.
How many times you want to roll a 4?
Somehow I've managed to get a bloody icon stuck to my cursor. How have I done that? That's better. I got rid of it. Okay, so the one that you lost isn't there, but the one that you've kept is.
Okay.
I won't tell anyone the card that you actually lost, because if that had been in your hand and you could have used it, it would have stopped all of this from occurring, but that particular bull has left the china shop.
No.
Skellen retroactively would have had an opponent fails card in his action pool.
Oh my
So
god.
he could have stopped all of that from happening. But these things. And Bell.
Yep.
Your intimidate is?
It depends. Either 11 or 14.
Why is it either an 11 or 14?
Because I can use a willpower to make it up for 14. And
However,
does both of them make you lose a card? That's what I'm asking, because then it's not worth it using it.
A 14, you won't lose the card, and you won't have the opponent fails. He will only get a good. He won't get a double whammy success on you. However,
it's 14.
However, you have got face me.
Oh, what's that mean?
Which means any attacks against you are favoured for the rest of the scene, but I'm not going to do that because it was on the group, not you personally. Okay, so you're just very stymied, but you're not cowering in fear.
Yeah.
Essentially, you're all going to lose your next go if you're cowering in fear. And
You better kill him now.
his move is 1, 2, 3. He can't do more than that, even though he would have done, but I didn't declare that he was doing a multi-action. So, next round. Do the villains get initiative, or do the heroes get initiative? The villains get initiative.
Sounds about right.
And there is an inspiration for the villains. Remember what inspiration does for you guys?
Nope.
No idea.
Where's the drama card effects? Inspiration. All the characters on this side immediately recover 2 shock. Unconscious individuals wake up as part of this recovery. Well, luckily, you'd killed all of the lurks, so none of them are getting up. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4. He just casually walks past Bell, looking you in the eyes as he sort of double times past. And he does actually then continue up the corridor.
What? That's really strange.
What do you think?
Okay.
You're going?
Bells go.
Yeah, guys, my go, because you're all carrying.
Yep, at the moment you're all cowering.
Even
Come on, finish him off.
Bell's the only one that wasn't cowering.
what? Really?
Okay.
Oh, oh.
I am going to move
It did
there.
feel supernaturally backed up. It's as if the very nature of the reality of the place was the darkness that exists between the fight between good and evil, the light and the dark. Literally, this guy was almost embodying that darkness for that split second.
Cast the spell lightning again. And
Well, he doesn't have any minions to
I am
deflect the damage onto.
I am magicking this.
When you say you're magicking it, what are you doing?
Using the magic.
Oh,
Spend
you're
one
using
shock
the-
to
you're
gain
using
1
the-
plus 1 to
You are
magic.
using Aysle's law of magic.
Oh, is that
By the
how
way,
say
you
it?
can
It's
you
just-
can do that. Yeah, it's the law of magic, law of light and darkness, law of
Oh.
enchantment. By the way, you can do that a number of times equal to the add you have in the skill. So you can essentially double your skill. So if you've got 2 adds in it, you can do it twice and spend 2 shock, get a +2.
Okay, where's that? Where's my skill? I've got 4 in it. Oh.
You've got Conjure. Well, there you go. You can put 4 shock on yourself if you want.
I will put 3 shock on myself. And I won't take the shock off me because there's no point, because I'm going to do something else in just a couple of seconds. It's going to counteract that. So here we go.
I'll see what you mean. The card you've got in your action pool.
Lightning bolt. Hit you. I'm going to use a possibility.
Okay, so that's a 24.
Okay.
That's giving you a bonus number of 8.
24 gives me 8.
So an 11 with your bonuses.
Am I getting 11?
You got +3 for
Oh,
spending 3 shock.
Yes, okay, I forgot that. Damn it, if I was damaged for some reason. So, 8, 11 plus 14 is 25.
That hits. And his dodge is. So yeah, you got enough to get 2 bonus dice of damage.
Oh, yes!
Roll the 6 again. So that's 8 at the moment. 13.
Plus, oh god, it's lightning, the other one's 16. Is 29 plus, and
Ignores 4 armor.
Yeah.
So he's only got
9.
8. That's 4 wounds and 8 shock.
And I
Now,
play my
He
card.
spends his possibility, and he's going to make a reality skill check.
Okay.
He's at 4 wounds and 8 shock at the moment. That's a bonus number of 5 onto his reality skill. Is that enough? Essentially, so if you make a reality skill check to soak, you spend the point, and you've got a difficulty 10. If you get a standard success on the soak, you reduce it by 1 wound and all shock. If you get a good success, so that's getting 15 or more, you reduce it by 2 wounds and all shock. If you get an outstanding success, you reduce it by all wounds and all shock.
What does he get?
Your lightning bolt arcs down the corridor, hitting Rakaya square in the back, blasting him forward 4 to 5 feet. And when he hits the ground, his back is smoking and he is not moving.
Ooh, he failed, did he? Anyway, I'm going to play my card, Inspire.
Mm-hmm.
I'll read this out to you guys because it all applies to you too.
Applies to everybody.
You can get a possibility or draw a destiny card or recover 3 shock. I have the 3 shock for myself, so I don't lose shock.
So you can all either take a possibility, take another Destiny card, or recover 3 shock.
Destiny card, please.
Now, bear in mind, I'll tell you now, the combat has just finished. So you will be about to discard down to 4 if that would leave you with more than 4. So take that into account.
I'll take
I see what you're doing, though.
possibility, please.
Okay, so add the possibility. So Constable Caudry.
Is it one possibility?
Yep, just one.
Thank you.
Constable Caudry get, as long as no one else has already got it. Has anyone got Hero 23?
Nope.
Nope.
Can I loot the body?
We can do in a second. So Hero 23, I think. Yep, that's good. You can take that one, Badger.
Right, I'm just going to discard a couple of glory cards. They're not going to do anything.
Man, you sound awful.
It gives you more.
Yeah, you've gotten worse over the course of the evening. I know that Alexander's got to go at half 10, so we'll finish at half 10. So he's collapsed. There are lots of different bodies in here to loot. So if anyone is playing Cosm cards, tell me.
Yep.
So Chris Larkin uses loot the body.
Right, I'm going to play that as well, I guess.
I forgot the Finders Keepers before when I hit the guy.
That's right, you can play it now.
Alright.
So I know the loot the body simply means when you are searching a body, the next time you find something funky.
From the magic treasure table.
So roll 1d20.
Along with other goods or belongings.
Yeah, they haven't really got much worth anything, but one of them has.
Rakaya, 17.
I suppose you could. Well, it depends. Does Bell tell you that Rakaya's down?
I could wait till I know.
I reckon my character would be going, yes, I've killed them, guys. Ha 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 ha.
Fine. So yeah, Pat goes.
My person.
At some point, Chris goes and searches Rakaya. You find actually he's a little bit further away than he would have been, because if we'd rolled this before, he would have been using these. He's wearing a pair of supple leather boots. Tell me if you're deciding to put them on or not. Who played Look What I Found?
That was me, I think.
Okay, so Look What I Found. I think it's almost exactly the same, isn't it? Yeah, searching a fallen foe. Roll a d20. It doesn't actually matter who you loot. It's exactly the same table. It just makes more thematic sense if that came from one of them. Okay, you find a small vial of blue fluid on one of the lurk.
Drink it.
Well, I smell it, I guess.
It smells fizzy.
Okay, I don't drink it.
You're going to drink it?
No, not yet.
Okay, fine.
Can I inspect the supple leather boots?
It's got a sort of an etching on it which looks like a little robed figure with his arms outstretched. And Alexander finds the same thing on another one of them.
Oh my god, cheers! Bottoms up.
If you insist. I don't know.
Don't drink them yet. I'll tell you what they do in a second, but you can
I'll put
decide
those
in a second.
boots on.
Okay. For thematic reasons, Bell looks at them and tells you what these are.
I've cleaned them.
Okay. Anybody that got a blue vial, it's an elixir of magic. Drinking this blue fluid will make all magic skills favoured for the remainder of the scene you drink it in.
So no good for us then.
No good for you. No, it is good for Pat. Pat has magic skills. Because it counts as
I'll give it to Pat.
Miracles as well. They count. And the boots are nimble boots.
Alright.
These add plus 2 meters to your movement speed and make stealth tests favoured.
So I said plus 2 meters.
Plus 2 meters to your move, and it makes stealth tests favoured.
Stealth test favoured.
Hey,
While you're putting the boots on, there's a delayed groan crash as at the back of the room, as somebody's finally dragged the elf out from under the big rock. The dwarf finally lets the rock collapse and comes out on the other side.
I'd dragged the elf out before.
Yeah, I know, but he hadn't noticed. She hadn't noticed.
Okay.
So there's, finally. I couldn't hold it up much longer. So, what are you folks
Pat meant
doing down here?
joke about me about that.
Looking for a little girl with these horrible things stole her. Have you seen her come this way?
Well, they didn't come through this way. We came from the other direction. And she kicks the elf, who's groaning. And says, if it wasn't for me, he'd be paced.
Where did you come from exactly?
Back down the corridor.
Oh,
Or do you not mean immediate, like? Do you mean, like, further back?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, originally I'm from the holdings of Clan Twofolk. But in the war, because that got destroyed, I've been staying in one of the Elven conclaves. Bloody Dunad defend me.
Blimey.
No, she's not wearing a kilt at all. She is fully bedecked in what looks like very ornate plate mail. Despite the fact that you can see there's a number of well-engineered, what must be pipes, travelling down the length of both of the suit's arms. And as she's walking around, you can see there are small, sort of like what look like tankards style affairs at the back, or like sealed. And I mean, Jamie's the only one that saw that there are holes on the knuckles where, Jamie, you saw that at one point she outstretched her arm and shot flames out of her left gauntlet. And I'm saying she, because as she's talking, despite the fact I can't do it, she's got a little bit more of a brusque but little bit feminine comment to her. In fact, I'll talk like this now for her. So, what are you lads and lasses doing down here?
Sightseeing.
Sightseeing. She wanders over to Chris, pats you on the back with a significant strain. You hit pretty hard, man. I respect that. And you, pointing towards Pat. So, how long have you been fighting on the side of the light?
I can't really remember, but
I must admit, I don't recognise the armour design. Or the weapon designs on any of you, for that matter.
we are not from around here. Let's say we
You're not-
crashed into this adventure.
Actually, we are.
Yeah, we're from around here.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we...
I don't recognise the accents on any of you, frankly, but you two seem to come from a different place to the rest of them. Are you all Storm Knights?
What's a Storm Knight?
What's a Storm Knight?
Oh, makes sense. You're from here. And then she points down, and then she points up. You're from here.
Of course we're from here.
That's what we said.
Well, you're not here now.
What do you mean I'm not here now?
How can I explain? Right. Back where I come from, which is now here, this is called the land between. Where I come from, we call it Aysle. And there's the land above and the land below. On top and bottom of the disc, you can. And then between the two sides of the disc, there's the land between. That was the realm of the dwarves until a Thorian, Dunad curse his name, started essentially annihilating us. One of my people's recently captured a seeker, and me and the useless area there, Nurin, came looking for her. I see the blank looks on your faces. A seeker's a dwarf that specialises in finding their way through the land between. I can only assume that a Thurian's done one of his... between to wherever you lads and lasses come from. Does that sound about right?
You're almost making sense.
I haven't got a clue what's going on.
Familiar.
Taking it pretty well. He doesn't, pointing at Sean. What's up with him? And that thunder stick he's got.
I was just driving a bus one minute, next minute with all this weird stuff going on.
What's a bus? What's driving? And what's
Bus,
the thunder stick? I'm interested.
You leave my gun alone. We
Done.
just
That
wanna know-
musket!
we just want to know where the wee kid's gone.
Well, she didn't go this way, so they must have gone the other way. Come on. Can any of you do anything to help Nurin? And you can see the elf, he's like lying there. You can see now close up, he's got obvious points to his ears. And he's lying there going, oh, leave me. Oh. And he's like moaning and groaning. I've been punctured, I want to go home. Aye, that's right, useless bampot.
Is it lucky to rub your head?
Who?
You.
Mine?
Yeah.
Watch it, mate. That's offensive to a lady. She's around like rubbing ladies' heads. Is this the reality I've dropped myself into?
She's usually lucky.
And she pushes you back. My name's Turek, okay? T-W-O-R-E-K. And you're not going to get a chance to rub my head, okay?
All right.
You know, close up, there's lots of dragon motifs on her armour as well. You need to treat me with respect. I'm an honourable warrior, defending the remnants of my race against the predations of Angar Uthorian and his ally, the Gaunt Man.
I've no idea what you're on about.
Pat, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What did you ask?
Are you Dragon Slayer?
I've not slain one, but we call ourselves Dragon Warriors.
Well, our Sean here just wasted one.
Him?
Yeah, well, that little gunny thing of his is credible.
Well, I've seen muskets, but I've not seen a musket take down a dragon. A cannon, maybe, but not musket. But, Pat, love, if you say so, you're an honourable lady, I can see that. I will take your word for it. At which point, what's his name? Pat, she's asking you what. Sean. Right, she goes over. Sean, there has been obviously some confusion between us, and she holds out her hand to you.
Oh, no offence, to be sure. No.
Do you take it?
Yeah.
She takes it and she says, I see you're an honourable man. I, Turek, of Clan Tucson, hereby pledge that anything I can do to help you, I will do. You are obviously an honourable warrior of the light, and any such individual is welcome to my clan.
That's very kind of you.
Already making friends here.
Yeah, with Clan 2.
About time for that romance card, I think.
No.
Lay off the dwarf.
The elf's going, oh, and moaning. So, you got a wee girl to find?
Yeah, she came down here. We're missing her. We're worried for safety, we are.
Well, we'll go back the other way. Nun, can you move? Leave me. Fine, we'll leave you here if you want to. You okay to find your way out? You can't go back the way we came. It's blocked. I'll find my way. Just leave me. Leave me here to die. Fine, it's your decision. I've got more companions here now. So, should we be off then? And with that, she walks out of the chamber, stops, turns, and goes, which way did you come from? That way or that way? She points left and right. Okay, she's fine.
Came from the right.
Follow me then. And as she steps away, that's what we'll leave it for this evening.
All right.
Damn it.
Hey.
What was the damn it?
Damn it, that's where we're leaving it.
Yeah.
Damn
Cool.
it.
Because Alex has to run off and work tomorrow.
Well, you've met your first good inhabitants, and this is the character type that Dirac wants to play when we get to the full campaign.
Does he? Does he really? I'm not doing Scottish accents. That's it.
Well, you don't have to. That's that
I
one.
was just
that one.
asking if we can get the exit then too. All the time.
You can do an Irish accent.
You can do a Welsh accent as well. Dwarves are perfectly happy being Welsh.
Mm.
In fact, your native accent, because it's Celtic enough to be a dwarf. So.
What does Scottish sound like? Well, that was Scottish.
Well, it was you got Scottish like that goes along like that, but then you've also got sort of like more lilting Gaelic Scottish.
All right. And
So Welsh I can never do because it comes out sounding.
the Irish one.
I can't do I wouldn't do an Irish accent because it would annoy Dirac.
That's the reason why I'm doing an Irish accent to annoy Dirac. It's because his Irish accent.
But then you've also got the Irish accent up north.
That's it.
But you've got
Orange
the
man.
harsh Scottish accents, which you can't do. So the harsh
Yeah.
one. Which is,
I can if I've got a sore throat. I can do like the Glaswegian. Aye, Billy Connolly with a little bit more tough to it.
Fantastic.